waiting for Eric. He has Cub Scouts and is running late.
Yeah. Mine is probably going to start that pretty soon. I don't know what day it'll be, though.
You still only have one kid in Scouts, right?
So far, I think... I don't know. I think my middle child might be the right age.
Really? Are you going to put all three of them through Scouts?
If they want to. It's a matter of what do they want. So if they want to go to Scouts, they can. For a while, Alex was in gymnastics. It's just what he fucking wanted to do. But it doesn't sound like he wanted to do that anymore. So, one thing that might help, I don't know if it's going to be a pain for you guys, if I'm loud enough that you can hear me very well, you could just lower the output of the speakers a tad, and there would be less for the mic to pick up. But if it's already on the soft side, then leave it. It's fine.
Yeah, unfortunately with Twitch, I've noticed that the volume is very low.
Yeah, it's pretty
I've got my laptop turned up all the way, and I've got my speaker turned up.
Okay,
pretty far.
That's fine then. It's okay. It's not that bad. Sometimes I don't even hear it. I think it depends on when you guys start talking. It either does or doesn't pick me up at all. So,
alright.
Seems to be working better.
As a note, I have it set so not to push to talk. It's always on.
Okay.
The microphone's always on.
Okay.
So, yeah, so all you basically missed, Phil, was we were sort of griping about our week.
Yeah.
Classic.
My family was stupid. Well.
Yeah.
My work is stupid.
And my students are
and my life is stupid. No, it's my teeth. Also, I had to get Terminex to roll in and spray for those fire ants, because one of my kids went to climb a tree, and the fire ants were also climbing that tree. And Lucas got mauled.
Ouch.
I think he tried to kiss his fingers to, like, relieve the pain, and one of them bit him on the lip, and then his hands, he had long sleeves on at the time, he had his pajamas on, so they climbed in under the end of his sleeves and were just biting away.
Yup.
Yeah, he had a bad time.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Dip them in calamine lotion and...
Well, Becky's got those essential oils, so she put some tea tree oil on it, and frankly, it seems to work. I mean, he's not complaining at all.
Tea tree oil is actually a really good natural remedy for that.
For the ancestors, just heated lead. But...
Yeah, I mean, I suppose you can make one of those aluminum sculptures when they pour molten aluminum into the anthill. As long as, you can run when they come out of the hole.
Well, there's not a second hole.
I've poured boiling water, just pots of boiling fucking water on them. And hours later, the ones that have survived just pile up corpses by the 100,000 in, like, little fleshy piles.
Fire ants are incredibly durable.
They're neat to watch, but they are motherfuckers.
I mean, they'll make rafts out of themselves to cross rivers.
I've seen that in the hurricane.
Yeah.
They're just like
rafts of fire ants wandering around Florida.
Yeah.
Do not make contact, because they will climb onto you.
They showed it from Hurricane Harvey in Texas. They're like, what's this, like, foot, round disc? Oh, it's a raft of fire ant colony. They're just moving away because of the hurricane. Nightmare shit.
Yeah. I have a niece in Florida. She had to basically explain to her kids what the little floating, rafts of ants were, and how you don't want to play with them. Don't throw rocks at them. Don't do anything to them.
Yeah.
It's like
anything that makes contact, they will climb on.
You can
using the stick and using to push it away from you.
You can put your foot into their nest and swipe it away once. After that, they are a live mine, and they are ready to sting anything that gets close. but you can walk up. You can walk up to their hive and not see a damn thing on it. You could take your hand and whack it, and then boom! It's fire ants everywhere.
Run.
So you got what, an exterminator coming out to deal with them?
Yeah, she sprayed the lawn today. Yep. So we're in a monthly contract for that now. I guess they're gonna spray every month. Once I've decided that our lawn doesn't need it, I'll lower it to like once every 2 or 3 months.
Well,
Surprised they're not doing a more direct spraying.
No, it's they're spraying the whole yard. But I guess they're only doing.
Yeah, but it's just on the surface.
Mm-hmm.
I would think that they would want to get some sort of long tube and jam it down in the nest and really get the stuff.
Need a heavier than air gas. Poof.
I don't think so, because they have to eat, and all their food comes from the surface. They don't like tunnel around and find food. They get food from crickets and shit that walk by. So most of the conventional over-the-counter stuff is like powder or pellets that you put in the yard, and they eat, and then they get sick, they vomit into the other ants' mouths, that's how they spread food, and then they're all dead. I think the spray is something similar, but more virulent, and also it prevents them from just picking up and moving. Those motherfuckers, I poured boiling water in a nest, or I put poison on a nest, they just move. 6 feet. 6 feet later, 2 days later, 6 feet, boom, another foot-high mound of shit and ants appears.
Yep.
So, anyway, we've got some people in the live stream chat already. They're filtering in slowly.
The old MacGyver TV show, the original, not the new one.
Who may I've never.
There was one where he was battling, the fire ant swarm that's moving across the jungle.
well, I don't know.
Helicopter, we leave.
Seriously, best of luck to you, Phil. Don't take any prisoners.
No. Well, it's funny that you say that, because some people know that I have a side hobby of ant collecting. I do not think I want red imported fire ants as a pet. I'll pass on that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with hard pass.
Yeah, that's a bit of a no.
Interesting fact about ants, and I realized that I just said interesting and fact about ants. One of the best deterrents for fire ants is to have a different species of ant already in the territory, because when a fire ant queen lands, they just rip them apart. So, fun fact. I'm boring.
You have to keep in mind there, Phil, we don't actually have to deal with that too badly up here.
Yeah.
We have winter.
Yeah, you have to deal with snow.
We have to deal with snow.
I'll take snow over fire ants.
Yeah,
That's true.
Snow wasn't that
Because when
bad.
I push snow out of the way, it
Or those
doesn't fight back.
Damn killer bees.
No, we don't have killer bees.
No, I don't think we have killer bees either, thank fucking God.
Brown hornets.
I can deal with fire ants.
You're in
They
their
don't fly.
You're in their zone,
Yeah.
just so you know.
Oh, am I?
Oh,
so
yeah.
we may
Africanized
have that.
honeybees cover pretty much all of southern United States.
Ah,
You're
Christ.
going to give Phil a poor complex. He's not going to want any bugs around.
I already have a phobia of flying, stinging insects.
I think most people have a dislike of those things.
Yeah, dislike is one thing. I run and scream. I go,
Alright.
get it off me.
All right, that is a little much.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
That and heights. Those are the only two things that I'm afraid of. Alright,
Same
yeah,
here.
so the Shadow Council picked Dancing Lights for my level 0 cantrip spell, and Animate Rope. I don't know if they thought that would be useful or silly.
You never can tell.
It's one I have as well.
Okay,
So if you guys come up with some rope, you guys are going to animate the crap out of it.
yeah. Go ahead.
One thing, Phil, I was telling the other guys before you logged on. I sort of have this adventure planned out for this week and possibly next. I can stretch it out to a third if need be. But at some point, we may want to start opening a little email discussion as far as like, what do we do if James does not come back in a timely fashion?
Yeah, that is a difficult discussion to have.
It is.
But as I think it is something that'll probably be an email thing. I'm assuming you have not heard from James. He dropped off the face of the earth.
I sent him an email to find out what his status is employment-wise, and he has not yet gotten back to me.
That was a week ago.
But, yeah. So, I mean, I will harass him through email and through text, but if we do need to launch another little game, I could, of course, you know, extend this one, go out a little bit further, and extend this one a couple more weeks. Not that big of a deal. We'll sort of play it by ear, but just figured I'd give you an update.
Yeah, I honestly, I'll lay it on the line. If James does not come back and this campaign that we're doing, this little side thing wraps up, I think I'm going to have to pull out and figure and have a discussion with my wife about what I'm going to be doing on a weekly basis. Wednesday has been fine. I don't know if it's really getting in the way because of the amount of work I'm doing. And also I know for a fact that my brother-in-law is really interested in starting something. The remote campaign situation that we're doing is perfectly fine for me. However, it seems like a terrible idea if it were doing more than one person. So I'm not saying no, I'm saying I'm going to have a discussion about it if James is not coming back. If he comes back, I'd be happy to continue the campaign as it is.
Okay.
Because I'd like to wrap it up. I don't want to just drop off from a campaign that we've literally bent people's schedules around to fit me in. Like, I deeply appreciate
I mean, if we do have to juggle evenings around, I mean, that's another email discussion that we can have.
Currently, Wednesdays and Thursdays are my two really open evenings because I can move my other game to the opposite day.
Yeah.
But my week is pretty full.
Yeah, so is mine. But we'll see what we can do for you, Phil.
Yeah. Well, and like I said, it's a discussion. It's not a statement. I have more information to get before I come up with.
I mean, just to kind of add a little extra scare to you. After you logged off last week, both Stan and Ron were trying their best to describe Rolemaster to Eric.
I'm sorry you said Rolemaster. I got erect.
Did not need to know that, Phil. Sorry. Did not need to know that. But
lasts more than 4 hours, or your character survives more than 2 crits.
Yes, if the erection lasts for more than 72 hours. But no, if we are in fact looking at a longer term kind of a thing, and Eric is amenable to the idea, I have no problem pulling out the Rolemaster books.
Okay.
Oh God. With no mages or no mage party or
no. Everybody's a mage. Are you kidding?
Almost everybody's a mage.
Almost everybody a mage. And who knows what will happen? But again, it's just an idea. I think Eric and his familiarity with Pathfinder, I think, would be shattered a bit if we give him Rolemaster book and say, "Here, make."
Well, he said you've shown him the book.
Oh yes, we've all shown him the books just because. Oh my God, it's incredible.
Just sit down and read the crit charts. It's fun. Or the fumble tables.
That's just
fumble
it.
Tables. Oh. I have watched people kill themselves with fumble tables.
It has happened.
Or kill the person next to them. Shut.
It has happened.
Dude, crit from the guy next to me. Okay. Oh, that was bad.
But yeah, the concept of doing a Rolemaster game has not been completely discounted, but we'll see how it plays out.
Depending on... Go ahead.
Sorry.
That was his statement.
We got a lot of what?
Options.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on the situation, and again, after I consider things here in Raleigh, or in North Carolina, and what I might want to do, I would not even be opposed to DMing. However, that may present a whole different slew of challenges for doing it remotely.
Yeah.
Map related mostly. Like I can't put down a bunch of pieces.
We can. We just have to have a video camera we're staring at.
Yeah.
That, or we use one of the online mapping programs.
Yeah, I heard
there is one. Yeah, there's a site online called Roll-D20.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually heard fairly good things about it.
The only problem I have with Roll-D20 is the importation of images can be finicky.
Really? Yeah. But I mean, it is something that you'd be able to upload various things for us to view.
I use Map Tool for my Tuesday game, which has its own issues in that it is Java based, so you have to have Java installed.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, like I said, we'll wait and see what James got to say.
Oh, Mike, what is the chewy toy that the hamster the non-hamster has?
It's just like a little log of nuts and seeds and stuff that basically you get.
Okay.
I had to clean the cage earlier tonight. He's never happy when I take him out to clean the cage, so he usually gets a treat when I do it. I'm basically bribing him.
Mm.
But he's such a fussy little thing.
I put it in like, how do you guys survive in your native environment?
They don't. They apparently everything eats them.
What they were originally bred for
Yeah.
by humans.
The Aztecs were like, food! Not Aztecs.
Sorry, I
Yeah,
forgot to
sorry.
mention I'm going AFK for a minute to take care of the kids.
Why?
Go for it.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Go for it. Well, actually, my buddy John came over and basically explained how they got the name, and basically it was something to do with the British going around and anything that was brand new and unusual to them, they called it a guinea something. So you have guinea fowl and guinea pig and guinea whatever.
I meant it preemptively. I'm back. They burst in the room and I muted the mic and took my headphones off, so I don't know if I said anything wrong.
But yes, unfortunately, the little critter is well aware of the fact that everything eats him.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is because if he sees you reaching in to pet him, he's okay with it. But if you sort of like don't let him see the hand and just sort of like start petting him, he'll freak out on you. So he's run away from people on a regular basis, just scurried away as best he could.
Yeah, they all do that. They're all super skittish.
They are. That's what they do.
Well, it's how they survive.
That's how they've lived.
Yeah, really.
Because humans hunt them for meat.
You've seen my guinea pig, Phil. There's not an awful lot of meat on them.
You gotta get like a bucket of them with some like chips and
Ranch sauce?
like
Ranch sauce, barbecue, something
exactly.
like
They're like fried chicken, I think.
Right, nothing of the capoeiras. The big one. Dog-sized rope.
that. Well, if I ever find myself traveling in Peru, I will not eat from a street vendor. Just because chances are you're getting a little burger of guinea pig.
Variety.
Oh yeah. Why these bones are so small? Oh yes, they are.
These aren't chicken bones.
They are not chicken bones.
See your cat.
That's too carne dorada.
It would have to be one of those scenarios where it's like, look, just you can feed me, just don't tell me what it actually is.
Oh yeah,
and I'll be fine. As soon as you tell me that I'm actually eating like a guinea pig, I'll be very unhappy.
No, there are some things which I can look at and go, yep, you soaked the crickets in what? That's wonderful. Don't care. Not eating it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Japanese dish, which is basically pickled locusts.
I'll pass.
Yep.
You dry them out and then you pickle them.
Dry them out, pickles, and then put them in a glaze. And it's like all kinds of no.
Yeah. I think the only time I intentionally ate a bug was when it was covered in chocolate. So it's like
Chocolate covered ants or something stupid.
it was chocolate bees, but yeah,
Still, it's not my thing. No.
it's like okay, whatever. It was one of those hey, I'll try anything once kind of things, and so someone said, here, try this. Okay, this is what you just ate. Okay,
Now I'm going to punish you with a tire iron.
you know, I mean, I've fallen victim to that a couple of times. I mean, Phil, you're a hunter. I'm assuming you've done blood sausage.
No, I haven't done blood sausage. I've done a few things. My only success at hunting has been with deer, but I've made deer jerky, I've made deer sausage, I've made other things. And as far as eating goes, I'm voraciously omnivoric and would probably eat pretty much anything put in front of me as long as somebody said, it tastes good, try it. At which point I would shove a guinea pig into my mouth and start chewing, but...
The problem is I can think of a long list of European dishes which don't taste good.
Right,
Yeah,
that's
really.
the thing. It's like, it's the Arabic guy who says, camel fat, it's a delicacy around here, try some. And then you eat it and you just throw up.
Yeah,
For the
or
rest of
someone
your
hands you a haggis, goes, here, have a haggis.
Yeah.
It's our national food.
Like
There's a reason why the United States bans the importation of canned haggis.
Canned haggis. Wow.
Yes, the thing.
I'm sure it's a thing.
I'm glad I'm done eating. Progressives, can't I guess.
Can you imagine what that factory must smell like? God.
Wow.
Jeez.
All right. Can my brain recall the sewage treatment plant? If yes, maybe.
Just the concept of a packaging plant doing nothing but canning haggis. Oh my God, I'd have to have a rebreather or a gas mask.
Especially when you remember that most canned goods are cooked in the can it's shipped in. Because they put it all in, and then that gets flash cooked. And then they seal it and label it.
You're not exactly selling it too much here at their stand.
Yeah, there is an actual import ban on canned haggis, which upsets the Scots in the United States, because during certain times of the year, it is expected that you have, if you're Scottish, that you eat a haggis.
Well, I would also imagine that most Scottish would go, canned haggis? Fuck that! Your haggis has to come out still warm!
You?
You say ew, but if you're gonna go
I do
big,
say
go big or go home.
I'm
I'm
terribly
just
sorry.
laughing at the accent.
I'm terribly sorry. Yeah, that's a you.
You need a job as a groundskeeper?
But I will, however, change gears a little bit because did you ever see a movie called The Big Night? It came out in the 90s.
Never heard of it.
No, I haven't.
No.
In the movie they make an Italian dish called timpano, Timpano.
What that type of drum?
It's basically a drum.
Timpani.
At some point, you have got to look at this thing because it's basically they make a drum of pasta. They basically make like a pasta shell, and inside they put layers of pasta, meatballs, hard-boiled eggs, and an assortment of other things, and then they bake it as one giant loaf. Oh my God, does this look good?
Sounds vile.
No, it does not sound vile. It sounds like, oh my God, I want to try this.
It sounds like something that they do for a festival, not for...
No, it would definitely be one of those things that you do for special occasions because it's like, it would probably take forever to make. But most Italian food is like a day killer to make, so... At least all the good stuff is.
Yeah.
Goodness, 2 weeks. We're gonna make the year.
Hold on a sec, guys.
Then again, all the old school, or all the old time recipes are like, yeah, you've got a day to kill.
You've got a day to kill. What are you doing? You're a housewife.
Well, seriously, it's like, I mean, come on. I mean, most of the classic European recipes, they're like, yeah, you're going to take a whole day and just cook, because that's what you do.
That's your main thing.
Well, yeah.
To be fair, it is legitimately a profession still. I mean,
it is.
So,
but I mean, like, at one point, my mom tried to give me a recipe for pierogies by hand, and it took
pain in the ass.
And it takes you forever.
I've done cheese raviolis with a wild mushroom sauce, and it took about 3 hours.
Seriously?
Because you had to make the pasta and make the cheese, make the sauce. It was wow.
I have a recipe for handmade gnocchi, and I haven't done it yet because it is one of those things. You get up in the morning, boil the potatoes to death, rice them, and then you can get started on making the stuff for dinner.
Yeah.
I lose a week to making Christmas cookies.
Yeah,
that's true. You do lose a week to Christmas cookies.
It's usually about 3 actual intense days of baking, but just so much other crap.
God, even just doing one fucking batch of sugar cookies, especially with children, is just a nightmare.
The forms or just drop cookie?
Like,
because forms have the extra joy of, I've made the dough, and the dough has to sit uneaten by anyone else for overnight.
Yeah, that is exactly the kind. We made the dough, we shove it in the fridge, and go, okay, tomorrow it's going to be hard enough to make into little shapes of trees and stars and Santa blowjobs, and then you gotta cut them out, and they all fall apart, and you bake them, and they get all weird looking anyway, and then you put
they burn or they
white icing on and sprinkles, and that's the fun part, but even that takes fucking forever. Yeah. Not a huge fan of sugar cookies when chocolate chip ones taste better and take about 25 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
From scratch.
I have a base drop sugar cookie recipe that only takes about 10 minutes to make the dough.
Yeah.
And then, it's another 5-10 minutes of baking, and then you got to get it off the pan before it glues itself to the pan.
Which is why you use parchment paper. Yeah, I have become a big fan of parchment paper now.
I have to start using that.
For baking? Oh god, yes.
Yeah, because
you got to get unwaxed.
Oh god, yes.
Unwaxed.
Well, because I mean, every once in a while, in fact, I got to make a batch this weekend. I make like these little breakfast cookies. That one time you came over and the house smelled like cinnamon.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. So, but the thing is, it's like the recipe's got a good amount of honey in it. So every time I bake the darn things, they are
glued to
the pan.
Nope. Now they're glued to the parchment paper, which you then pick up and peel off of them and call it a day.
Yeah. Get unwaxed. Get parchment paper, not wax paper.
Right.
Because they're basically the same thing. One's just got a layer of wax on it.
Right. But I do not want to eat the wax.
No, I have a couple of recipes that you use in a Dutch oven, and when before you put the lid on the Dutch oven, you're supposed to put a layer of parchment paper on top of everything.
Nice. Well, I'm not certain how long Eric is going to be. Do you guys wish to start before he gets here, or do you want to wait?
If we can start without him, I'd prefer to do that.
All right. We'll once again require on Barbarian Rescue.
Yes, I will try really hard not to kill you.
Our Tuesday game tends to rely on Barbarian Rescue.
Yeah, one of my players is in California, so he doesn't get to the game till 9:30. So he's usually showing up as the climax is happening, and he plays a barbarian, so he runs in and kills everything.
Well, of course he does. All right.
Isn't
we
that
last left our heroes?
Sorry, go ahead.
You guys, after doing a lot of damage to this complex, you decided to leave, set camp, and you dinged a level.
Right, you ding.
You did ding, so you should all be level 2.
Yep.
What do you know? I am.
Yep. So you all woke up a little bit more proficient than you were when you went to bed.
And a level 2 elf.
They have apparently the forces of evil have in fact sent out searching parties to find you, but they seem to be sort of crisscrossing the area in random sweeps, and they did not find you at all. So you guys wake up the next day, have yourself a wonderful breakfast of whatever rations you happen to have.
Yes.
Yes, you all have granola bars and lembas bread, and all the other types of things that every good adventurer has.
I'll stick a salami and heart attack.
There's that too.
So much water.
I'm assuming you are going to be making a return to the complex.
That is the plan.
All right.
Unless there's something else in the area that grabs our attention first.
Now, if I do remember, just before we parted company, we said that Ron had snuck in a little bit to see if the remains had been taken. And
right.
In fact, the remains had been taken. Somebody has removed all of the broken pieces of bone and other fallen enemies and such. But as you are approaching the place, there's still the 3 main channels to get in. One is pinched between a couple of sturge pens, and the other 2 are alongside the room with all the vats.
Right. I believe our actual intention was to go back in by the vats and clean out the next round of bad guys.
Well, because the other 2 arcs really can't be reached until we... Well, we could technically go in and go through the altar room and check out this one.
Copy that. Oh, no. It's Eric!
It's an Eric.
The barbarian's here, everyone!
Yay, the barbarian!
Now, that room, the...
Someone can carry my
the
things.
zombie skeleton...
No, that's the crypt.
No. Let me finish.
Okay.
That room, the zombie skeletons from the tank room were ferrying something back and forth between that and there.
Correct.
Ah, okay.
How's the Eric?
But it's a room we can get to without having to be...
It's in there. What's that?
My eyes are bugging now.
You put on glasses and they're like...
Yeah. I get it. Alrighty, so you guys pretty much do have free access, assuming, if no enemies get in your way, you pretty much have free access to any spot on that main level that you want to go to.
And I forget, with using the mirror to look around, where are they? So where are they guarding here? Are they? So can we pass these corridors? Because these are big open arches they can see us through.
Right. So you guys creep up on one of the large arches to the back room and peer in. You do see that there's still a couple of guards that are up on the catwalks. One is patiently waiting for Phil. And you are also noticing that the level of stuff in the vats has gone down a bit. And there is a lot of trails coming from the vats. It looks like while you were camping, they apparently did a lot of dipping.
Yeah, well, while we were camping, they mass-produced extra troops to send out looking for us.
Well, that sucks.
It's quite possible that they are all outside of the complex, sweeping the area for you.
Yep.
Or waiting for
They could also be sitting right here waiting.
Or they're just waiting for Phil to shoot them off of a catwalk. That's all.
Next!
I approve of
Now
this
remember,
message.
guys, this is a ninja fight. We can only attack one at a time.
Yes. But you do see 2 guards that are standing on the catwalks above.
So
Anyone on the lower level?
No one is on the lower levels.
So
the activity seems to have subsided for the time being. There's nothing presently going on.
Well, if we think we can when they're, keep someone with a mirror looking, and then basically when they're not looking at the archway, we one at a time scoot across. we can at least take a look at that room there, and then we can see about trying to get into that room.
We got these two as well.
All right.
Let's start with that one. We can also just walk in, walk around the perimeter, and walk back out.
All right, so you're all going to time. So you're all going to time crossing that archway so that the guards do not see you.
Yes, my timing is I walk around the outside, up this hallway, around this ledge, and then go to the door.
Oh, come on! I was waiting for all four of you to like start humming theme music, you know, to see if you can like stealthily creep in.
Don't make me turn on the Benny Hill.
I will not force you to turn on the Benny Hill, but yes, as Rude has pointed out, there is an alternative route if you don't mind taking a few extra steps to get where you want to go that does not cross in front of that archway.
That's fine.
Do we want to relook at the crypt at all?
We should probably look in to see if anything's changed.
And if anyone's pulled my spikes.
All right. So you guys double back to
Pens.
to in between the pens. The pens are still in there. They're still full.
Are they still spiked shut?
They're still spiked shut. They and again, as you walk by, the sturges, you know, excitedly kind of like reach up and try to get at you. You continue past them to the room that had the catacomb type chambers in the wall. There were some skeletons there. Yep. These skeletons are presently missing. All the catacombs are.
So the spike in that room has been pulled.
Right.
Is it nearby or is it just gone?
It's on the floor.
Ah, so they cleaned up the bone but didn't take the spike.
No. They basically popped open the door so that they could get
out. They probably didn't even notice the spike was there.
All right, well, I'll reclaim it.
You look across the hall to the room where they the flinting room or the butchery room where they were
prepping.
Yeah, where they were prepping. Apparently, it got a lot of use last night. There's a whole lot of new stains of blood. Sorry, not quite blood. Various other
ichors and fluids,
bits and pieces. But yes, apparently they were doing some.
They reanimated everybody who was in the crypt.
They were doing some heavy activity.
So, since their skeletons aren't here anymore for us to be afraid of, we should probably just toss the crypt itself and see what's in here.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm good for that.
So you wander into the crypt. Take a look around. First off, the catacombs themselves are fairly nondescript. They're literally just like human-sized cut-out holes in the wall itself.
Yeah.
A couple of them do, in fact, look like they were sort of manufactured somewhere else and brought here. The materials don't quite match up. But other than that, it's just the line. Lining the walls is just a whole bunch of
sarcophagi.
Basically, yeah, open-faced coffins for them to just stand there in. There is no treasure of any kind. In fact, when you looked in before, it was simply a bunch of bare skeletons.
Yeah. Lesson learned, we should have broken the skeletons. Oh well.
That's okay.
I don't think it would have really changed anything.
No, you never can tell.
If we ran away with all the skulls, it would have been more amusing.
That would have been more amusing if you ran away with all the skulls.
Well, instead of like 5 skeletons, we'd have a shit ton of tiny bones chasing us.
That is true. That would be more funny.
Although worse, the swarm of crawling claws standard once was not fun.
Yeah.
Oh, so across around the green glowy pit and to the depository.
All right, into there. So you go into a room that the minions were sort of running back and forth to and from. You see that there are more catacombs lining this wall, similar to the crypt before.
So it's crypts 2.
It is crypts 2. However, the catacombs are generally smaller in size. They're not like 6 feet for a normal person. Most of them are a whole lot smaller. And there is a table in the middle with basically wooden bins alongside the table. And there are spare bones in each of the bins.
It's a parts room.
It is basically a parts room.
Bob got hit, replace his femur.
Effectively. It does in fact look like you could assemble skeletons here.
Is there any wire or anything else to actually pull the bones together, or is it just
Nope.
a stick of...
No wire whatsoever, just a table. Yeah. And it looks, and it does not look like...
It's a skeletal infirmary. Weird.
Yeah. Also keep in mind that, I mean, they get dipped in stuff, so that would adhere all the bones together.
But nothing, yeah. But you don't want to pour them in a random pile into the dipping box, because otherwise when it comes out, it's kind of...
That's true. There's always quality assurance in this situation where you have to send a couple to the reject room. You know? In fact, I think every necromancy lab should have a QA department to just go, no, that is absolutely a terrible skeleton. We are not accepting it.
All right. Yes, all the bones are fused together. Both of his feet are attached to his skull. This does not work.
We only accept the finest high-quality wraiths here at Evil Corp.
I'm telling you, at some point down the road, I will have to do this. I will have to make a necromancy lab with a QA department.
just a bin that says rejected. Everything there goes to make a bone ooze.
Yes, you guys have been hired as quality assurance for a necromancy.
All they're singing is bones connected to the leg bone.
The legs
I will
bone
try to
connected to the thigh
Yeah.
bone. Fuck! I fucked it up.
You sort of need the barbarian, so no. But yes, that is what is in that room. It seems to be more of a spare parts.
If I cared more, this would be creepy. All right.
This is the one. This is the one across the way from the altar.
Yeah, the other side of the altar.
Okay,
Yep.
so we still have the two large rooms on either side of the complex.
There's basically pots of glue.
No.
No, it's literally just a whole bunch of dried bones.
Oh, okay.
When they get dipped in the vat,
It all
they would
glues
fuse together.
They would, yeah.
Okay. How do they keep them together?
No, I'm assuming they just lay them out.
Cleaners.
At this point, Stan, are you more confused about how the bones assemble, or the fact that they reanimate?
No, it's just a pile of bones that they just sort of put together in approximately the right locations, and then when they dip them, cool stuff happens.
Yes,
Okay.
we're willing to suspend disbelief about safety levels near the vats of chemicals.
This is a magical fantasy world, and you want logic? What do you want next? Physics?
Seriously, guys, this is ridiculous.
Seriously. I just hear the cat girls dying as we speak. What's wrong with you people?
Oh man.
So yes, there are still the two large rooms.
So now we should come to the look.
The sneaking and the looking.
Yep.
Honestly, I think we're wasting our time.
In the
Just
sneaking and
plunge
looking.
down and look for it, or just kill the two idiots and call it a day.
No, I'm thinking that we need to... This floor has so far been dedicated to holding bugs and skeleton parts and making skeletons. Other two rooms are not going to change this theme in any way.
They're likely to be barracks, so it should be embarrassing.
They'll either be barracks or they'll be full of dead animals that they're going to turn, because they had the dead deer the other day.
Right. My thoughts were honestly to prevent backfilling. I kill the two idiots and spike the doors, or we open the doors, see what there is, and
Well, the problem is we can't kill the idiots. We have
Are you guys talking about me?
range target.
we have two staircases. Also, we can change floors here, come around.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
We're wasting our time on this floor.
He wants to change floors.
Yeah, I
I
think
want to come back, 'cause that's
he's
the player
interested
right now,
in
but-
going upstairs to the next.
But yes, we should come back. I want these two skeletons toasted. That's basically it.
All right.
Well, when we get to that room on the second floor, we can do that. But there's also the potential of a floor beneath us.
Right.
And we should probably take a look at that before we go up.
All right, which we want to do? Basement first.
Let's have a vote for basement. So
Basement.
All right.
That's okay.
no, you're
You're
supposed to.
drawing your circle. It's like,
Dude, every map in this dungeon is circular. It fits.
It's a dome.
Sweet.
It's a big dome.
Except for the secret door, which is a niche out of the edge, just to screw everyone. 'Cause no one can sit there.
Just to see whose OCD would crack first. All right, so you descend the stairs to the bottom floor.
So there is no floor between this floor and the bottom.
Correct. Well, I mean, that's just it. You're basically level 1. There's one level of basement beneath you.
That's right. The stairs go down to I'll let a little landing or something like that, and then beneath that is the ooze.
Right. Just as a little reminder, at the very, very bottom of the stairs is a smaller circular chamber, but it is one complete circular chamber.
And it is full of ooze.
No, not full, but there is sort of like a central pool just below floor level that has this bioluminescent ooze. And there are sort of channels cut into the floor itself. They're not straight lines, they're more like wavy, and they tend to radiate out from the center. But the ooze has filled up all of those little cracks as well.
So it looks like a weird, like, zine ad.
Effectively. So when you get to the bottom, it's easy for you to hop over one of these little lines of ooze to go from one solid space to the other. But there are, like I said, there are just veins of ooze, basically that come out from that central pool and fill in the whole bottom. Now, the room itself is pretty vast. You guys all have low light vision, right?
Except me.
Except for our
But the
barbarian.
bioluminescence.
All right. Now, it is also dark down here, so you guys will need a light source.
I thought the bioluminescence.
Oh, brain.
Yes, we have one.
You're right.
When we
Sorry,
leave this room,
stupid me. Then I'm very sorry I did omit something because the bioluminescence lit would have shown you something. Down here, there are a grand total of 3 guys that are sort of patrolling the area. Or
Yes, go deal with your parents.
go deal with your parents. Are you trying to sneak down, or are you making some attempt to just go after them?
What could go wrong?
Are we close enough that we can see where the channels touch the outer wall? If there's like an opening in the wall and the ooze is flowing through, or does
It looks like, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell.
Okay.
But I mean, it does look like the ooze is actually, going through a small channel in the wall. Yes.
Okay.
So I mean, like I said, it's centrally located here, radiates out,
going somewhere.
and it's going out. But like I said, it seems to be going out from lots of different directions. Anyway, the 3 guys down here do in fact recognize that you are here and you should not be, and they take a little offense at that. They are all armed with small crossbows. They are actually all armed this time. No claws, but they are turning to shoot at you.
Well, I suppose we should probably do that whole initiative thing.
Well, you guys can either run back up or you can fight these guys. It's your call. But 3 crossbow bolts come swooping in from different parts around you, and they seem to be missing. Now, again, just to give you an idea, the circular staircase comes down, but there is no wall separating you from the edge of the chamber.
Right.
Just the stairway itself is just...
Yeah, we were hoping it was going to be walled in, and turns out it's a big open.
Yep, it's a big open.
Hey, don't move over there. Clang. Why? Yeah, yes, there is.
You guys are moving, and they are very unhappy with you. So...
You know what we're talking about having to do?
So yes, there are 3 guys that are very perturbed at you, and they would like to kill you. So, roll initiative if you'd like.
Yes.
Or even if you don't like.
I believe that's a requirement. For the +3.
11.
14.
14 teams.
14.
Congratulations, you're top.
Alright. Lily, you are the first one in initiative order after the 3 crossbow bolts came whizzing past the party.
Okay, so we're on solid ground near the ooze.
You can find definitely these like islands of solid floor in between the ooze.
Bill, did you get my text message?
Yes, I got a picture. Looks like basically a circle with a bunch of rivers coming out from it, yeah.
That's it.
Right. So basically, the solid ground is the space between the little line,
Yep.
the wavy line.
They're like 6-inch thick channels.
Effectively, how this is going to play is if you are intentionally trying to avoid ooze, you're probably losing a couple of movement points.
If I plan to move.
Call it difficult terrain. Charging is not going to be an option. Again, if you are trying to avoid ooze. If you don't care, have at it.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming that I'm not currently standing in ooze.
You are not currently standing in ooze.
We are on a spiral staircase wrapping around the central circle.
Okay,
Yes.
there's a spiral staircase. Fine. I'm also assuming that these targets are more than 30 feet away, but less than 100.
Yes, they are definitely less than 100.
Yeah, we are at the inside circle. They're on the outside circle.
Yes.
Okay. That's an okay number. It'd be better if they were closer. But
Well, don't worry, they're likely.
I will
I don't
commence
think
with
they
the
have
murdering.
spare. I think we're closing next.
Okay, so with a +4, I will shoot at the farthest one.
Okay.
Let me just...
No, they're all pretty much equidistant from us.
Yep.
Does a 19 hit?
It will.
Yes.
Suck 8 points, which rolled an 8!
He is pretty good.
Bonk.
Nice.
He does not drop.
Okay.
All right. We then go to our barbarian.
So the stairs we're on. Can you like? I guess how high up are we? And there's not a wall.
No wall or railing.
Yeah. So
They're just okay.
So basically, you're just coming down a spiral staircase. There's no wall towards the middle. There's no wall towards the outside. It's
So you
just
can hop off.
Right,
and go
and that's what I'm,
Yep.
I'm looking at is
a thin
how.
banister, basically, to prevent you from.
Yeah, sure. Oh, OSHA appreciates.
I was expecting it to go
OSHA approves.
Well, so long as we're talking about quality assurance, we should also
There you go.
talk about worker safety and.
Oh, that lab fails.
So about how high up on the stairs are we?
You're probably near the bottom since you tend to go first.
Okay. Then I will hop over the railing and make a beeline for the one that is closest.
All right. You will be able to close the distance. Probably not attack unless if you are trying to avoid ooze.
I will prefer not to
Then
engage
you are
with the ooze.
Then you are simply closing the distance, and that's that.
All right.
All right. We then go to Teal.
Alrighty. We're outside the 30-foot range?
Correct.
Okay. Then I will use a crossbow to shoot at the same one that Lily did.
All right.
Oh, that's a good chance. 21.
That definitely hits him.
8.
And he drops.
Nice.
He comes collapsing to the ground. He's very unhappy.
Well, I would hope so.
That's
He's
5.
dead again.
He needs to go down.
I will hop over the railing.
Hops over the railing. Are you trying to avoid ooze?
No.
He's just running for it.
Yep. Hop. Gun. I don't have to run. I'll walk. This way to abuse the initiative system. Yes, it's turn-based. Screw you, people.
Will do.
Walk around to the far side of the barbarian.
All right. I need a reflex save from you, sir.
Oh, that could be bad.
Well, you're not actively putting your foot in it, but you're not trying to avoid it either.
Dice +6 says natural 1. Apparently, I decided to troll along, scoop some up, and just
Bathe in it.
Nice. All right.
Is it toxic in the density down here?
You get an electric shock as you accidentally touch one of the little rivers of the stuff. Take 6 points of damage.
Ow! Quit it.
And it definitely made the hair on your hands and the back of your head stand up.
Okay, there is a reason not to touch it.
Yes.
Ow. I learned something today.
The stuff on the stick didn't bother us because it wasn't attached to the rest of it.
It was because it was insulated. I am how I grounded.
Again, you want physics. Foolish boy. But yes, you got an electric zap.
The liquid is Quickly. Weird.
Yes. However, you managed to close the distance. Okay.
So I have now provided Barbarian with flanking.
All right. So you two are presently going over by one guy. He has the crossbow. He will drop it, draw his short sword, and take a swing. Then he'll try to swing at you. And will a 15 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. Then his great and powerful short sword does a whopping 6 points of damage. Sorry, make that 7 points of damage.
Okay, good.
7 points of damage. Swish. The other guy does not presently have anyone in melee. He will shoot at either Lily or Teal. Teal it is.
Alright.
Yay!
And he hits
Sorry about that.
will a 16 hit you? Alright.
And then some.
For 3 points of damage. Thwip. Lily, it is your turn.
All right.
Just FYI, I know I'm a little late to the session, but I now only have 6 points of health, unless we rested.
You did rest. You camped overnight.
Okay, so trying to remember whether or not but we did that last session.
I thought we healed a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was at 13 until I just took 7.
So, did you remember to level up?
Yeah.
Okay. You got a short night's rest. I'm assuming that's either 1 or 2 hit points, based on if you were level 1 or 2. And
right.
I had already dumped all my healing spells.
Oh hell! I'll be nice.
No,
Doesn't be nice at all.
Because I can.
There's no way I can figure out how to heal them.
I could.
Oh, you're smearing the ointment on him.
Well, I could retcon that I cast a heal spell.
All right. Well, go ahead. Do your retcon heal spell.
Yeah, because if the barbarian was like, "Hi, I feel not good," I would have healed.
I feel kind of woozy.
Alright.
Good night. I'm at half hit points. Wait. You are any good.
Okay.
I could be a nice.
It's a D8 plus 1. Is it a D8 plus 1 per level?
Yes, for your level.
Okay, so you get a whopping 8 back before the combat started.
Yeah.
So now you're 13.
Yay.
And then I tell you to suck it up because the other ones might be important later.
Well, that's why I didn't bring it up earlier. I was going to suck it up, but now that I took 7 damage, you guys might want to know I'm only at 6. I don't mind, but just so you guys know.
If it was early in the morning and you're still bleeding, yeah, that shit gets fixed before we go back into the Temple of Doom.
Alright. So Lily, again, you're the wizard standing right beside you on the stairwell just got shot.
Yes, and I was just about to shoot at the person who shot at him. Sort of a take that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, motherfucker! And here comes an arrow to the tune of a whopping 6.
That's not gonna do it, sorry.
Bloop.
Bob, the barbarian.
The barbarian. That's not Bard.
Sorry.
Just trying to twitch.
Let's see here.
That's it.
23 plus flanking.
That definitely hits.
12.
12. It goes down.
Oh, I apologize. 10.
It still goes down in the heat.
Yay.
Alright. Teal, you feel pain.
I feel pain. I'm not happy about feeling pain.
It's not a good feeling.
Well, it is pain after all.
I will not hit though when I shoot.
You will not hit. Alright. Rude. You ran over, got zapped, provide flanking, and then...
Which is certainly unnecessary and it died anyway.
Yes. There is one left.
Screw you, the monk needs speed increase just to get across the room, back across the room.
Do you wish to avoid the ooze?
Yes, because cutting capacity by itself is
You do not have the ignore difficult terrain yet?
No, I do not yet, nor do I have improved movement.
Alright, so...
And there was a save, but it's evasion, so I'd have made my save, but I'm thinking nothing.
So you are now moving as fast as your monk body can get yourself over there, safely, mind you, to the last remaining guy. And the last remaining guy is going to take...
I am going to throw some shurikens at him as I close.
Fair enough. You throw some shurikens.
Natural 20 and 18, so both of them connect before I...
Yes, they do.
And I'm going to confirm a crit. Another natural 20.
That confirms a crit.
No insta-kill?
No insta-kill. He's throwing a glorified pizza cutter. It's not going to insta-kill anything.
Not until we play Rollmaster.
If we get Eric to play Rollmaster, that's a completely different story.
14
points of damage. Alright, you managed to kill the last one in very cool fashion. It's one of these scenarios where the shurikens are moving in slow motion, and like the first one thumps him in the shoulder, and the other one like gets him squarely in the middle of the forehead, and then he just collapses in a very.
Can I recover them, or
you can go fetch them. Just be careful not to step in ooze.
Yep.
But yes, it was very J.J. Abrams.
Oh yes, the doubles natural 20 was just like, oh, never mind then.
But yes, it was a wonderful bit of cinematic.
I've killed something with shurikens. That's impressive for a D2.
It can happen. It can happen. However, you are not presently being attacked by anybody.
So there are another collection of crossbows. 3 more crossbows.
There are 3 more light crossbows. Plenty of bolts. One thing that these guys do also have, remember those bags of soot powder?
Yeah.
They each have one.
Yeah. Nifty, not helpful.
I'm pretty sure that they can see right through it.
Yes, but it's a nifty thing for longer term issues.
Okay.
They don't want to carry it themselves?
No.
Now, basically, if you are going to take one and use it, it is a 10-foot, a 5-foot radius darkness that only lasts for about D4 rounds. Typically, you just can't see it until it just settles to the ground.
I mean, I certainly see how that would be super useful, especially in the case of a failed stealth check. On the other hand, they're probably really heavy.
It's a bag of soot.
Yeah, but you don't understand my encumbrance level.
Fair enough. So Lillian's going to...
Why?
No, a bag of soot is probably not going to push her over the limit, so yeah, she'll take one.
Pile of it in the stairs over the other side. It's the same thing as pile everything else.
I'm not even going to ask Mike to hold it for me.
You've already pushed the barbarian to medium encumbrance. That was impressive.
I was pretty close there, all on my own, but yeah.
Yeah, the problem is this monk is like, encumbrance? What is this? I don't need anything.
Okay. I take a bag of soot.
Yes, that is what is at the bottom.
Okay.
It's just like I said, just a wide chamber, basically.
I recovered my shirt.
Now, is there a subfloor between? Is there a floor between the ooze bottom and the first floor?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, this is just basement. Lower level.
Yep. Lots of ooze.
Does it seem to be flowing in or out?
Neither. It doesn't seem to actually have a current. It's just sort of sitting there stagnant in all of its various places. But it does not. It's not reacting to your presence. It's not trying to eat the monk or do anything. It's just
a big conductive nasty fluid.
It's just a lot of goop.
Do the rivers of the ooze leave this dome through the exits?
It's an excellent question. At the edge, are there like little holes?
Yep. Well, Eric asked that previously. At the wall, there are tiny little holes that the ooze does sleep into. But I mean, these are smaller radius than say baseballs. I mean, they're
and there's absolutely no movement. The ooze is just still.
It is very still. It's just.
And this is technically underground?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't know what's on the other side of the walls here. You know what? I'm going to take the few minutes. I'm going to search, while these guys are doing other things, I'm going to search the walls to see if there's any secret doors into the
great wide open.
Make me a roll.
Beyond.
Ooh.
My Perceptron, if I can find it on this character sheet, is a 24.
All right. Is Teal the only one searching for secret doors?
And once I give up poking with the baseball-sized pole, I'll wander along. I'm basically I will be aiding more than okay, we've covered this stretch. Just I'm trying to reach it.
It'll take you a long while to do the full circumference of the inside wall, but you do not find.
We're not really in any rush.
Yeah, but you do not find any secret doors.
Mike sits down on the stairs and says, "Boring."
He says this like every 3 or 4 seconds.
I'll entertain him with a card trick to allow the actual adventurers to do their job.
Now, my question is why were they guarding it?
Because it's their mommy.
My guess is this is either drawing power to, or drawing power from, or poisoning,
causing the plague.
But there's no way in or out except for the stairway, so why guard this? Why not put the guard on the stairs? Why put 3 guards with ranged weapons in this room? It makes no sense. Unless they literally have so many of these skeletons that, Christ, just send them down to the basement. We've got no other place to put.
We did fuck with it a bit yesterday. And I'm not saying that it makes less sense than guarding the entrances to the dome. But they are dumb.
Nobody actually.
But there's something overriding running this place. These guys are not intelligent enough to run this facility.
Sure, I completely agree with that. That's also a possibility. Hey, Tom.
They're made.
Can I
something that
slowly and gently hop over a couple rivers to one of these corpses, the one that I shot full of arrows with the assistance of the wizard?
Yeah.
I'm going to break off one of its hands, just snap it off.
Easily done.
And then dip it into the ooze.
Okay.
And just kind of mush it around a bit.
Does conduct a little bit. You're going to take 3 points of electrical damage.
Ow!
At which point the arm is now in the ooze because Lily is let go of it.
Yeah, I'm assuming you let go of the hand when you do that?
Yeah, because I don't want to take more fucking damage.
Well, there you go.
I throw it into the ooze. Ah, fuck, that hurt.
Does the arm come back?
The arm does not come back up.
Oh.
It does sort of settle in. It sort of settle into it. And to answer your Teal's question as far as like why were they there, it was the only place to be at the bottom where they would not be visible from the stairwell.
My guess is there's probably something that they may not want us doing down here. We just don't know what that thing is yet.
Yes. Don't cast bless on this. Please don't cast bless on this. What am I supposed to do not to cast bless on it?
Don't find the antidote on the top floor and bring it down here into the basement.
I don't really take the antidote, pour it on the ground, and say the hell with this one.
Now, when I had a teeny tiny bit of this on me, it wasn't a big deal. It was kind of itchy.
Yeah.
So
I think it needs to be part of the whole in order to cause damage.
The mass, yeah. Maybe there's like a big electrical device inside it that's generating a shit ton of static or something. Well, regardless, other than detecting magic or mage-handing a 5-pound lump of goo out of it and carrying it around with me, I'd say, fuck this place, I'm ready to leave.
Teal? Well, if you have something wooden, you can probably dip it into the ooze without getting zapped.
No, I fail for everyone else. Captain.
Well, I mean, I have a glass bottle if we want to take a sample of it, but other than that, I can't really think of anything.
Yeah.
I'm usually non-conductive this time.
Glass. Mage hand.
Mage hand would do it.
Yeah, right. And for feeling really dumb, actually, have we seen a bucket anywhere?
No.
No. That's not been part of any of the descriptions.
Because using a bucket mage hand, we just slowly start to pour it somewhere else.
Nope.
Pour it into one of the storage pens.
Ooh.
Very cool.
For certain values are cool.
Alrighty. So where to now, boys and girls?
Apparently up, and we'll check the next floor.
Alright.
Basically, back up and go to the second floor.
Second floor.
Well, did we want to investigate the actual basement?
That was the actual.
That was
That was
all
the
of
actual.
it.
Okay.
One big spot.
I see. Okay. I thought there was actually.
You gonna survive this, sir?
The fluids are shifting.
Sorry about that.
Slush.
All right. I'm assuming that you are leading the way up the stairs, correct?
Sure. Why not?
All right.
I'm bored. Let's get out of here.
Now, this floor does start to get a little on the darker side. There's still some faint, very faint glow from the ooze 2 floors down.
Yeah. Just the top of this also opens the sky.
No.
Okay.
Hey, hold up a sec.
Nope.
Before we go into a new area, I'd like to take an assessment of the party's injuries and perhaps apply another cure.
All right.
I'm
down 3.
I'm down 7, so I'm down 1/3.
I'm 14 out of 20.
Okay.
So he's also down 30.
So 14 out of 20 means that you're down a grand
I
total.
am 3 out of 11, so technically I'm down a quarter.
I gave you 2 back already.
Yes.
No.
As
much as it pains me to do so, I think I'll apply some majestical healing to the monk. And Mike,
I can always drink a potion.
You know what?
No, you don't want to drink that. It's an ointment. Remember that. It's an ointment.
Yeah. We also have an ointment of bark skin. I don't think we've used that yet.
No, we probably should smear it on the barbarian for remaining violence.
If we run into some serious violence. In any case, Ron, you receive 3 back.
Is that all? Really?
That is the minimum roll. I just can't bring myself to do it, Ron. I'm so sorry.
No, you're not. We both understand exactly how we feel about this.
Great. Well, that'll do for you. Now get back in the front. Stand between me and potential pain.
Someone I will use you as a meat suit. I can.
You go right ahead.
I'm not very wide. It's not going to work well.
Yes, but if I use you as a monk's weapon, it's kind of funny.
True.
No, do you want to use the potion of healing? Do you want to use the ointment of healing on the barbarian?
What's the for?
D8 plus 4?
Yeah.
Let's hold on.
Because that can be done. But anyway, I'm going to look up bark skin for just a moment because I haven't played Pathfinder in a long time.
All right.
Look up the potion of bark skin because it has a duration.
All right.
I don't think they actually have the potions described.
It's just a spell in a bottle.
It's the spell at a certain level.
Yeah.
I think the default. Well, the problem is brew potion can be first level.
Right. Now the thing is, no, it's going to be the same level as the bark skin.
As the healing.
Yeah. Healing's level 4, so.
You're right.
So going up to the second floor, you guys might still want a light source of some sort.
I will cast light on the barbarian's horns.
Ooh, headlights. Literally.
That's not what I think the headlights are on.
All right.
Cast it on the breastplate.
Do not cast light on the breastplate.
No, on the nipples of the breastplate.
I'm going to AFK 1 minute to grab a beer. I'll be right back.
All right.
It's that time already, huh?
Oh, it's definitely that time.
You want to put what? Where? No.
Codpiece.
Every 3 levels above. I drew it 2, so every 3 levels above 3rd, so 3 is 6. Good for one. No, maximum plus 5 at 12. So backwards.
12, 9, 6.
And then base is 2. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Chuck, put this on you for the next 40 minutes. You'll have a plus 2 AC.
Let's wait until we have something big.
Okay.
Full round action to put it on. Just remember that.
Yeah,
But
we
once,
do it before
once we
jump
start
into
combat, we then just run around screaming at everything else.
And it, what is it? +1 or +2?
Plus two.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm back.
Alright.
Yeah, I absolutely have to. I can fall back and punt, as it were, and cast Mage Armor on myself, but that only lasts like 20 minutes.
It's desperation moves and
Well, that gives me an AC of 17.
I need a perception roll from you, Bob.
Mike.
But
Bob.
Perception 17.
17. As you are climbing the circle of stairs to go up to the next level, you notice that there are some things kind of glinting off of your light source on the ceiling.
Ooh, sparkly.
As you look up, there's a few very long, very jagged looking prongs that are coming out of the ceiling. The circle of stairs continues to circle around it.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine like there's a circle of stone that would descend right through the center of all of these stairs,
swirling blades.
and it's got a whole lot of jagged pieces on it.
That's going to hurt a lot.
Well, so I, with no internal monologue, say whatever's on my mind, and so I see the shiny little things, and I say, "Ooh, shiny." I don't know if that attracts the. I don't say it to, draw the party's attention to it, but I assume they, if they're being attentive, it draws their attention.
Yeah.
probably.
So I mean, you guys have not yet reached the second level, but definitely the barbarian sees something. You guys all cast your light up front, and you see again that although the stairs do in fact continue on to another level above, there is a circle of stone that has jagged crystalline spears, for lack of a better phrase, pointing down. Now, it does look like this whole circle of stone could actually
Just drop down the stairs.
So it's drop down the stairs,
And not impact anything.
but it would be a very tight fit.
It would land in the
If
ooze.
they extended it.
It could possibly land in the ooze.
I like potassium anyway. That's kind of it.
Yeah.
I like the idea of
Well,
dropping
yes,
the entire roof in on the ooze.
I'd like to be not under it.
Well, that fucking goes without saying.
But anyway, that is what you see as you get close to the second floor.
I don't tell any of you know how to look for a trigger. So, we don't. Go, push the barbarian forward.
Barbarian is pushed forward.
I have no idea how to check for traps.
I think it's just a perception check, isn't it?
Nope, it's a skill check.
It is a perception check, but it can be done by anybody. But only rogues can detect magical traps.
Yep. So
and
you guys
disable device. So sure, I will look ahead.
make a roll to see if there's any way to potentially.
Alright, 5, 8 lines. So 24, 22.
22. You are fairly certain that none of these stairs are going to trigger this thing to drop on you.
I shove the barbarian forward.
You shove the barbarian forward.
Okay.
The barbarian.
I don't even know if I'm I just see the shiny little. Hey, that looks pretty. Okay.
We'll break off a piece later.
All right.
But yes, again, they're fairly long, differing lengths, but they're all very sharp and jagged. So yes, if you were underneath them, they would impale you and you would die a lot.
That
Fantastic.
doesn't sound like fun. Yep. Okay. Hey, you did say crystalline, though. Are they
I did say crystalline.
potentially valuable?
Quite possibly. Do you have knowledge of engineering? Actually, you're a bard.
I am a bard! I have knowledge of all things, great and small. Also have a praise, FYI. Okay.
Appraise is a good one to roll.
28.
So knowledge,
Wow.
dungeoneering is a +4, appraise is a +7. Do you have a preference?
Well, we already know what it is. Now tell us how valuable it is.
Yep.
Okay. 13.
I rolled a 28 on my knowledge engineering
Oh
check.
shit! Nice.
Yeah, seriously.
I have a 13 on appraise.
Okay.
So he rolled a 6.
So, Teal, you're going to get that the majority of the crystals are kind of on the rare side.
Okay.
Most of them are underground types of stuff. I, the person, do not know a whole lot about crystals. So
They're crystals.
Other than like lead and quartz, I don't know crystals. So wide spectrum of different crystals, all different commonalities. Some of them could very well be very valuable if you pry them loose and take them to a market somewhere.
I would say leave them for now, just in case this is what we need to shut down whatever's in the basement. This may be a dead man's switch in case everything goes wrong.
Right.
Further.
Fair enough. But I will whisper to Mike as we walk away. I'll be like, for every one of those that you give to me, you should keep one as a trophy. Just, in case your head works a little bit like that.
Okay.
Nice. So basically,
Does anyone
Lily is
have
vamping.
Does anyone?
I just need the one trophy. But
Yes, I know. You're going to give him one. You're going to keep
Yeah.
him.
I got only one.
Look, if you only need one, then, I'll take your half. That's fine with me.
Sure.
Yeah, I just need you to carry them. They look awfully heavy.
Have you ever considered a permanent tensor floating disk?
I'm not that level yet.
Backbone.
Unseen Servant was definitely an option for this level, by the way.
Yeah, it has a strength of 8. I'm in.
It's stronger than me.
And last hour.
All right. So again, like I said, this is what you notice even before getting to the top floor.
I just think it's a fancy looking chandelier.
It could very
Imagine if we turned it over and made it into a hat.
Be a big hat.
An evil hat?
Huge hat. No one here is playing a Jägermeister. No one needs ridiculous hats. Great cheapness.
So what else is on the second floor?
Nothing yet.
Well, again, like I said,
We haven't made it there yet.
I wanted to give you guys the observation to see what you guys would do at the sight of sharp, jagged objects dangling over your head.
Parentheses that
That's
look
all.
like treasure. Yes.
That could be treasure if you decide to pry them up, but yeah.
It's the best kind of trap. The ones the adventurers are stupid enough to set off themselves.
Well, I mean, practically though, I'm certainly keeping an eye out for them to move or stretch or in any way look threatening.
The players will
Alright.
chaps.
So yeah, so you guys can get up to the second floor. Again, the stairs do in fact continue on past the stone circle with all the jagged bits. Sure enough, there are 3 hallways that come out from the central location. What are your light sources on Mike the Barbarian?
Yes, I have cast light on the horns of his helmet.
All right.
Because he's a barbarian and he has that. That also makes him a huge target for anything down the hallway.
Speaking of which,
So
I
bonus.
say, we've been arguing. I probably should look around the corner through the mirror, but
Speaking
there are
of
going to be
which-
at least 3 skeletons. I bet right now.
since a glowing barbarian has basically just come to the second floor, some crossbow bolts are all coming whizzing in your direction.
Okay.
Because you can't be a more obvious target than
Hello, meat shield.
than what you are now. That's over 20.
Fantastic.
That's a 21.
If
Yes.
if the barbarian falls back to the crystals, this is going to be more funny.
You won't fall back to the crystals. You'll fall back on number 2 in line.
Which I believe is Lily.
No,
No, it's
That'll
you.
miss. That'll miss.
just like
So-
missiles.
So one crossbow bolt hits you for a point.
Yay.
Nice.
So if the barbarian reaches the second floor and goes
Well, they
up.
were aiming for his helmet, so.
But yes, they came from the 3 different directions. There were guards at the top.
Called
So
it.
one from each direction.
Yep, one came from each direction.
Yes, I win that self bet.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
So-
so see my sense of smug satisfaction.
That's okay, Ron. We love you anyway.
No, you don't.
I do.
Do I know how far back the crossbowmen down the hall?
The light only goes out to a distance of gives you a light radius of 30 feet. It is
they're more than 30 feet.
They're more than 30 feet away from.
Okay. I
pick a hall, run down.
Exactly. I was going to pick the nearest hall and head down there. To get out of range of the other two, because I assume that.
Yep. As soon as you go down one hall, the other two can't shoot at you.
Yeah. Hey guys, they're crossbow guys.
So yes, Mike the Barbarian goes, "Ow!" and then he runs off. We will go into initiative order at this point, just to see what goes on.
20.
20. Fair enough.
21.
21.
8.
8.
8. All right, Rude. Are you second in line usually?
Yes.
All right, so you have about maybe 3 or 4 steps before you're at the second floor.
Which direction did the barbarian go?
This way.
I go one of the other ways.
All right, so you start sprinting on the other direction.
Yeah.
Now, you have very low...
You're not a bard, don't say.
You do now, also, he has got the light source and he's taking it down a different hallway.
I'm an elf.
Yes, so you have low light, but not dark vision.
Oh, that would be an impressive problem I've forgotten about.
Yeah, Pathfinder, they only get low light.
Yep. So if you decide to go down a different hallway, you will be going into darkness.
Barbarian.
Now, what would be funny is if I recast light on my turn, his light.
At least let me take my swing first. The later action attack.
I also have light if we need light more than arrows and or singing.
For the most part, I'm just thinking, get to the top. I was going to basically perch in the look at the direction the other is, and wait for it. Like, knocking. I'm going to start catching arrows.
Well, Lily goes next. So you see the monk is perched at the top of the stairs, eager to get going. You're still like maybe, I don't know, a dozen or so steps from the second floor.
Yep. Okay, so
yes, he does.
I advance to the top behind the monk while drawing an arrow into the bow. I see that it's pitch fucking black up here, and that the barbarian is running off down one hallway, and the monk is running off down another.
With the light source.
Yes, the barbarian is running down the hall with the light source.
Yep. I lean down and blow against the arrow tip of the notched arrow, and it glows as a light spell. Poof.
Fair enough.
And I believe casting that spell is my turn, so I am now generating enough light for 60 feet. Actually, yeah, and so that, hopefully if I'm in the center, unless the skeleton is 120 feet away, the monk should be able to see him.
I'm not 120 feet away.
Can I see them now?
Yes, you can see at the end of each hallway there is...
I will now.
A goon. You take off. Alright, Teal, you are bringing up the rear. You are about maybe 20 steps down.
Okay.
Because you were behind.
I'll spend my movement to get to the top of the stairs and peek over the edge. I am not presenting a target.
Fair enough. You see that there are, there's a crossbow wielder at the end of 2 hallways that are being approached respectively by the barbarian and the monk, and one that is lowering his crossbow to shoot at Lily, since she's glowing and in the middle of everything.
That's me!
I will actually spend my action to look at Lily and go, incoming, and then duck back down.
Fair enough. Ever helpful. Ever helpful. Alright, so...
It would be more helpful if you would magic missile that fucker.
I don't have magic missile.
Well, one crossbow bolt is going towards Mike the charging barbarian, and will miss. One crossbow is going after Rude the charging monk, also missing. One is going to...
It missed.
I know.
And one is going to be shot at Lily the glowing bard. And will a modified 20 hit you?
Yes!
She says no. Lie, say no.
Lily, a bolt has just struck you for 4 points of damage.
Ag!
The wizard did say incoming.
Fair warning.
That was not as helpful as being in between me and the guy shooting.
You want me, the wizard, to get in between you and the shooter.
No! I want you to make magic that kills them. That's been helpful too.
I'm so to my magic.
Hold it.
I figured we'd be fighting, woodland creatures and, things with brains.
So, no party infighting is good.
If you want, I can color spray you.
Well, maybe you can color spray the skeleton.
Should be prone, which would be helpful. That would help. Make her prone, and this problem stops.
2 people in the chat have asked why the fuck you don't have magic missiles.
On your bottom of the round, you can close on your guy and take a shot.
All right.
Hold on for just a second.
Yes.
What was that, Phil?
2 people in the chat have said, why the fuck doesn't he have magic missile?
Is this a shitty spell?
Because everyone takes magic missile, and I decided to be different. I have burning hands and color spray.
Alright, burning hands and color spray are both good.
Under normal dungeoneering purposes, works wonderfully, but I rolled the crap block. We got undead.
It's okay. It is sort of like the crossbow of the wizard.
I just kind of like the fact that 2 mysterious people on the chat are dissing you. I'm sorry.
I don't take magic missile. It's a shitty spell.
Fair enough. All right, Mike, do you hit the guy?
Let's see here. That is 16.
16 will hit it.
Yeah. That is 13 damage.
13 points of damage. Your guy drops.
Got him.
All right, Rude.
And I
will hustle
announced
down
that
the corridor and
in
punch
game.
my guy. The 8 misses, obviously. 19
8 misses,
connects. 5.
5 points of damage.
Punch.
Not dead. All right, Lily, it is your turn.
After screaming ow, I then scream, okay, good luck to you there, and I shoot the glowing arrow at the last remaining skeleton.
Alright, make it roll.
So, you're gonna be left in the dark until the wizard can maybe light something else up, like my boots.
Well, I'm next to my bad guy now.
And that's partially why I said I got him.
Yeah.
Was so that if need be, you can cast light
Alright,
on
I get
your turn.
plus
And I can
4.
come back towards the light.
Ah, shit.
Okay.
It's a measly 8, however, the arrow is now close enough to light that guy up.
Well, yeah, you're gonna light up your guy pretty well. The one that you shoot at there, Phil, because, you're setting your light to it.
So, the way I understand it, I can duck down one of the other fucking hallways, and this guy can't see me.
Correct.
Great. I take a move action to duck down the hallway with the barbarian who has the other light source.
Alright.
Who's currently on his way back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, will be on his way back shortly.
I just get far enough that that archer is not going to see me.
Gotcha. Alright.
Roll. Did you hit him?
Yeah, what was your attack roll there, sir?
No, I missed. Oh, it was an 8.
Okay. Alright.
So there's light down there, but
Teal, it is your turn. You're still on the stairs.
it seems like a safe place to sit. Just duck when the barbarian goes by the other way.
You're currently in the dark, though.
Yes.
But the skeleton doesn't care about that.
Yeah, it's gonna suck, but most helpful people. Most helpful.
I have my own skin to worry about at the moment.
Yes, there's a small crossbow bolt sticking out of his butt.
Or
Her butt.
It.
And I'm hoping that perhaps Teal can help me.
where the stairway just kind of ends at the top of the stairs.
Yeah, and then there's a small landing to, basically give you access to those 3 hallways, but then it continues up.
Continues up to like a 4th floor.
There's another floor above it.
Floor. Okay. Think. This could be very, very bad.
Or very, very funny.
I cast light on the stairs.
You cast light on the stairs.
This cobblestone glows 60 million light.
All right. Clearly, you're not getting the entire stairwell lit up.
Well, if I cast it on the railing, maybe.
You can cast it on the railing.
No, I'll cast it on one of the stairs that continues up.
All right.
That way it sheds light out in all directions.
Gotcha.
Your light goes out, but now there's a central light.
There's light. All right.
That's what I figured you would do.
Their turn. All right. There's one down the hallway that no one has been bothering. He will take a shot, and a near impossible shot to hit Teal. And missing, sadly. Rude, you will get an attack of opportunity as the guy you're facing grabs that little pouch of soot stuff, and he's about to let it go at his feet.
Because it's not dark enough.
Well, your attack is usually just to do damage, sir.
Well, I don't think I hit anything anyway because that ends up being a 12.
All right, so you missed, but he basically takes the thing and throws it at the ground.
We're in the dark anyway.
You are now enveloped in darkness. Whoosh.
Great. Next. All right.
Mike,
Blind. Next level speed. Blind fighting.
you are down a hallway. There is nothing presently hostile.
I will head back towards the center.
All right, heading back towards the center, where Teal has illuminated the entire, center section. By the way, also I should probably. There is. There's a hallway that goes this way, and there is
The arch over the.
a door here.
So I will head down, if I have more movement, towards the hallway with Lily's arrow down it.
All right, gotcha. This is what you saw. This is the dipping room, or the upper level of the dipping room.
Hi guys, enjoy the content.
Yeah, those two guys that are on the catwalks in there are now going to be triggered, and they will be joining the fun.
Which hallway were they down?
They're coming
Whose
out.
hallway?
The monk went down this
Okay.
way,
All right.
and this happens to be the upper level.
Now,
of the
is
dipping room.
there only one entrance to that, or
We haven't looked at this end of this
Yeah,
hallway.
you haven't gone over there yet.
The answer is going to be yes.
All right, so their turn. They did their thing. Mike made his movement. We then go to Rude. You are presently in the dark, sir.
Do I know where he is still in front of me? Yes.
Oh yeah, I mean, but you still have the same.
No, does a
Yes.
14 connect?
A 14 will not connect.
Then I whiff a lot and then backpedal the hell out of the darkness.
All right, and you back the hell out of the darkness.
he's gonna just keep shooting at you?
No, yeah. I can deal with shit. If he shoots once around, I can just swat an arrow out of there. It's automatic.
All right, Lily.
Well, there are more than one of them now.
All right, so you went down or started to go down the hallway that the barbarian went to. He is now running back in your direction.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out another arrow. Have you actually... Did the barbarian actually get down toward the guy I shot?
No,
No,
he went down hallway 1, killed his target, and turned around.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay,
I went
so
down
he's coming
hallway
back.
2, hit mine, and
You're
it's
still
basically
fighting.
now
But-
living in automatic darkness.
I should be at least somewhat down the second hallway,
yeah,
down
Okay.
Lily's hallway.
All right.
yes.
So I have passed Lily
Yes.
and are going
Yep.
Okay.
down her hallway.
The good news is my guy should be lit up, so I'll pop out and take another shot. And I don't think I can dart back in. So I will.
No, because you do not have a spring attack.
It's worth taking the shot though. So I'll go ahead and I'll take an arrow shot at the archer down that empty hall.
All 3 of them. Sorry, hall.
13.
Will miss.
Poop.
All right, Teal, you are still in the central location. You have lit up
A stairwell.
a stairwell. You see that patch of darkness that the monk is backing out of.
So I can see the monk.
You can see the monk, but you see darkness beyond him.
Alright, I will shoot past the monk, taking my 50-50 random shot on whether or not I actually connect.
Gotcha.
Because I can see you, I won't accidentally hit you.
Mm-hmm. Part of the thought.
18.
All right, take your 50-50.
All right.
I'll take odds. Odds, you hit him.
Odds, I hit him. 13.
Nice.
Whiz thunk.
The wizard just takes a shot
2.
literally in the dark.
So I'm gonna
I attack the darkness.
He did attack the darkness. He actually
I
did.
hit it.
He not only attacked the darkness, he hit it. All right. Okay, so from out of the darkness, there will be a crossbow bolt going at you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be an 18.
Good, I catch it.
Don't you have to make a roll?
No, I looked it up. First shot around is
Nice.
just nope.
Absolutely, awesome. I thought it was an opposed roll. Spiffy.
It is not.
You do hear footfalls coming from into that hallway. He has a friend.
Railing company. The other guy's still waiting for Lily.
Yes, the guys are coming off the catwalks now because, well, they have something to shoot at. So this one, the one that is, there's one that is by Lily's lit up arrow. He is now presently being joined by another one from the dipping room. But that one is going to take a shot at Mike the Barbarian and miss sadly as the crossbow goes whizzing right past you. All right, Mike, you get to close. There's 2 of them down there.
There are 2 of them. All right, I will attack whichever one's in front.
All right.
That is going to be 15.
That'll just miss.
Oh.
Sorry, they have a 16. All right, Rude.
All right. Well, I've backed up, and they're roughly there, so I'm going to whip 2 shurikens into the dark. Yeah, I heard them hit stone. I know where they're not.
You know where they're not. Lily.
All right. I didn't get shot, which is good.
Correct.
Is there a target that's not... There are targets that are still not in melee.
The only ones that are not in melee are in a dark cloud on the other side of the monk.
Okay, so I will not be able to shoot them even with the light source because they're...
The wizard did.
Well,
you can shoot them. Just 50-50 miss chance.
I can, but I'm mentally counting the number of arrows I have left, and it's not great.
Fair enough.
So I'm going to duck back into the corner, lay my bow down against the wall, and summon my instrument.
An instrument is summoned. Heal.
Alrighty.
No, I can keep this up for a while.
There's 2 of them now down in with
In the dark.
You see
In the
2.
dark,
Yep, you see 2 in the dark. Or no, there's 2 down by Mike, and there's.
I'm assuming there's 2 down by... Yeah. I will shoot past him again because that worked last time. Why not?
Why not?
22?
Will potentially hit. I'll take odd.
17.
You hit him.
I don't know if it's the same one. 5 more.
Okay.
The dust is going to clear. There'll be 2 gelatins and heaps in the ground.
That'd be funny. Their turn. All right. Both of the guys fighting Mike, they drop their crossbows. They pull forth their short swords, and they will swing at you. One hits it. It's an 18. You will take 4 points of damage as the short sword goes slicing into you. And 2 are going to fire bolts at Rude. 1 will potentially hit, but you catch
I just catch it. I'm collecting ammo.
So yeah, they have not apparently figured out that shooting a crossbow at you is close to pointless.
Yep.
Mike, it is your turn.
Like I said,
I'll
week's
attack the
blind
one in front of me.
fighting.
No, 13.
13 will not do it. Rude.
I like this plan so far. It works. All right, 1 shuriken goes sailing into the darkness. The other one does technically hit.
I'll take odd. If you roll an odd, you hit him.
Odd, I hit
It is an odd.
for 4.
4 points of damage. All right.
This is 3rd round of darkness.
It is starting to dissipate. Lily.
I do a quick tuning of the magic loop, which appears to be always well tuned, and I begin to sing great songs about smashing zombies into the walls.
Fair enough.
Let me sing you the song of my
To
people.
the windows, to the walls.
Smashing zombies.
So Lily begins singing something that's inspirational. Teal.
It's working.
I will shoot past the monk again.
They have it. There's a pile of arrows at my feet at this point. It's kind of funny.
Don't forget to add +1 to your attack rolls and damage.
19.
Will potentially hit.
Odd. 14. I missed.
Oh well, he misses. The sun is, however, starting to settle, so the darkness is also starting to dissipate. All right, I have 2 swords, short swords, going after Mike. A potential critical.
Ruh-roh. No.
Will that will not confirm. Oh well. Take 6. Slash.
Is the barbarian falling over yet?
I'm at 3.
Oh my.
He's fine. He's absolutely fine. And 2 of them are going to.
You know, we probably should have spread out the oil before they did this combat.
And they're going to take one more shot of crossbows at you, sir. One will hit, but you catch it. The other one goes very, very wide. I'm waiting for both of them to hit. That way I can potentially score.
Yes, I know. I hope you have disadvantage for attacking me.
However, you are kind of fortunate that these things are not pre-programmed.
Yes, I am.
They're not AI.
If I back up, they're going to keep shooting at me, right? Good. Fine, sod this.
Fair enough. Rude. Oh, sorry, Mike. It is Mike's turn.
I'm going to rage.
Grr.
R.
Okay. And make an attack roll.
That'll show him.
Only if he hits.
Rolled a 3, plus 5, 6, 7, 8. No. Yeah.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry.
All right.
Don't forget the +1 on attack and damage.
Yeah, I added that in.
Unfortunately, at this point, actually, I'm thinking.
Low single digits, don't do it.
I say, at this point, I'm thinking your exits to the dungeon are here, 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 and here. In the case of
Seriously,
emergency of the barbarian.
I think Phil is intentionally going flight attendant on his voice.
Yes, that was my guess.
All right.
In case of a party wipe, please leave me.
Yes, in case of a total party kill, please use the following exits. Rude.
All right.
The one that you guys have been shooting, by the way, is like just barely hanging on.
Can I actually make out a better target now?
Yep.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's flurry of miss for a reason.
Lily, there are 2 down by Mike. There are 2 that you can start to see down by Rude.
I don't believe I need to... I believe I can continue to play and sing while taking a double move.
Yes, you may.
Okay. I'm singing a song about smashing zombies into the walls, and how great it would be if that could happen a little quicker. And I'll take a double move behind Mike.
All right. Will do. Teal.
I can start to make out the things down there. I will shoot one of them.
Shooting one.
No, not this time.
Not this time. All right. I have a couple of short swords going after Mike.
Yeah.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Yeah.
I got a 15 and another possible critical.
Oh shit.
Will a 12 confirm?
No.
Okay, so 2 hits on Mike the Barbarian. 15. Well, does a 15 hit you?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, actually, what was the...
I had a 15 and I had a 15 and the crit. The crit did not confirm.
The crit confirm was 12.
Okay.
Yeah, but does a 15 hit you?
The crit confirm was a 12. I'm raging -2 AC. So the crit confirms.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Your
God.
AC is normally at 14.
14.
All right.
So, 1 ex-barbarian.
All right. So, the regular hit
I can end as a free.
does 2 points of damage.
Okay. I'm at 1.
The critical...
Oh, wait, no, I've got additional health.
The critical... Oh! does 9 points of damage.
Oh God!
So you're still technically alive.
Oh God!
We did 2. You took a total of 11.
Okay.
So
Math
you're
hard.
3. You're at
Well, I
negative
started
8.
at so I had 3, but I raged, which gave me 4
So
more.
you're at 7.
So I had 7, but then I took
11.
2.
And then you stopped raging, so you lost those 4 anyway.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not gonna end raging. Well, yeah, when I pass out, I'd probably stop raging.
Yes.
Okay.
So the
But
bonus
so
points-
I'm at -4, but then I go down to -8.
Okay, so you are still alive, but you're at -8. And Lily is right there to catch you.
Actually, I don't think his temporary hit points. Yeah, thanks.
Says, there you go.
I don't think the temporary hit points will disappear if he stops raging, if they've been chewed away.
Yes.
Yeah, that's always hit like multiple threads of forum threads throughout
Yeah.
Pathfinder history.
Yeah, the barbarian. The barbarian stops raging and dies because he suddenly goes deep in the negatives.
All right, rude. There is one that is teetering on the brink of death, and one that is perfectly fine. I'm half tempted to have these 2 goons take Mike and throw him into one of the vats.
Are you actually dead?
No, not yet.
No. What's your con?
12. So I
he's
can take 4 more.
He's got 4. He's got 6 rounds. You have to reach negative your con.
Like I said, I'm very tempted to take Mike
Well, I'm at
and throw him into
-8,
the vats,
so I got 4.
just because I think that would be fun.
Con 12.
Con 12.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Brain. Yeah.
Math's hard.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to. All right. I don't know if the barbarian's fallen over yet. Or
You do not know the barbarian has fallen over yet.
Yeah, I'm actually going to move up, punch one, then if he doesn't die, I'll punch the other one.
I am.
I don't know. He does not die with
He does
that.
not die.
Hmm.
Okay, you're now,
Started
you're now
out
in
so
melee
well.
with them. All right.
No, I tried.
Lily, there is an unconscious barbarian at your feet.
And-
Very unhappy skeletons.
And 2 very nasty skeletons right in front of him.
There are 2 in front of me. Haven't been touched.
Yes, unfortunately, Mike did extraordinarily well against the single one that he first charged, but the 2 down this way,
Yeah.
Miss.
he has missed them totally. They are completely intact.
That super blows. Because if one of them was hurt, maybe I could deal with it by hitting it with the guitar.
El Kabong.
Well, that was it. I was gonna say I don't know why I am still singing. Neither one of these skeletons is gone, so let's all hear a new sound, the sound of El Kabong, and then just hit one.
Oh, do it, Phil. What the hell?
Fuck it.
Kill them and it'll stop on his hand.
She continues to strum, but her pace has slowed to like a 5-foot walk, and she's singing that song. You know, I don't know why I'm still singing. Neither one of the skeletons is gone. Now we'll hear a new sound, ladies. The sound of El Kabong. Boom!
Make a roll, Phil. What the hell?
Alright, this is a melee weapon and an improvised weapon. Negative. Fuck. So
They just stop and applaud.
it's a -5. But I'm giving myself the fucking bonus for singing.
Yes, add 1 to your hit and damage, Phil.
And damage.
No, I haven't had to. I haven't hit anything yet.
That is a 14!
A 14 will miss, sir.
Son of a bitch! Oh well.
Alright. Teal, you hear that Lily's song down the hallway has changed.
To the El Kabong. Yeah.
Yes, to El Kabong.
Move my crossbow to the other direction.
Fair enough.
Yay.
Sorry.
No. I probably got to win this fight, then go across the catwalk myself, not fall in. Roll another
I
die.
will attempt to shoot one of the 2 that's in front of Lily.
Okay.
20.
Will hit.
4.
4 points of damage.
For what?
That's what I yell when I die.
All right.
Not golf balls.
Short swords at the lily. I got a 14, sir.
A 14 is not high enough.
So they swing and they miss.
Awesome.
They drop their crossbows and they draw their short swords and they go after Rude. That is a 17 and a 13.
Yes and a no.
All right. You, sir, will take 5 points of damage
Now quit it.
as he slashes you. Mike, you have not been stabilized. Pick a number from 1 to 10.
7.
It is a 7. You have stabilized.
Yay.
You just stop bleeding because you're that damn cool.
Yay.
But you're not dying.
No.
Rude.
Couldn't make any of my rolls when I was alive. So.
You know. Your dice jail is getting very populated there, sir.
He's playing a monk. I mean, I don't know what he's expecting.
To roll, I tricked to miss, but we're still rolling in double digits. Rolling in single digits just doesn't make it worthwhile anyway.
Lily, there are 2 in front of you that are trying to hit you with short swords.
Well, I was really confident about swinging the guitar at them, and that didn't work. So
It was so close.
going back to old 80s cartoons, I think it's time to exit stage right. So I do a double move back toward my bow.
Alright, you take a double move back for the bow.
Yep.
And they drag.
Alright. Teal, it is your turn.
Triple checking the range on something.
Are you summoning a monster?
I might. But I'm gonna check the range on something else first.
Alright.
Because summoning something takes a full round.
It does. I'm gonna throw you one of that.
I'm going to let you know that he's a barbarian that is also carrying a lily. So he's a medium encumbered barbarian. Dragging him will be funny to watch them do. Good God, and I miss any. I mean, just our monks are so. It's like, yeah. At low levels, it's only a -1. It doesn't matter if the -1 or not.
How far away is he?
Is Mike?
Mike.
Mike is, I believe, around 60 feet.
60 feet. Alright. I get up. I move forward. I have 1 movement. So I'm now within. I need to be within 35 feet of Mike.
You are within 35 feet of him.
Okay. I'm going to stay low to the ground to provide a less tempting target. I pull out a small pot of butter and I grease Mike. I don't have mage hand, but it'll be harder for the skeletons to pick him up.
Okay.
He's going to be very confused when he wakes up.
Let's just get the short swords on Rude. Short swords on Rude. Best help was a 12.
Nope.
All right. All right. Then, sure enough, they reach down to grab Mike. They fail to grab Mike, and their hands slip off of Mike. It looks like, sure enough, they were going to try to grab you, but they can't seem to get a good grip. Rude, there are 2 in front of you. One is dangling, is barely hanging on.
Yes, he's been doing it ever since the beginning when we hit him in the dark. Maybe we should make it dark again. We should go back to that. We were doing damage when they weren't. It was much better for us, actually.
That's roll to confirm.
Yes.
This is the wounded one, I'm assuming?
Yeah, unfortunately, he's just pulverized.
He is very pulverized.
12.
Oh, yes, he's lots and lots of grease. All right. Lily, your back is turned to Mike, so you don't exactly know what's going on to Mike, but there were no crossbow bolts going past you.
Well, they all had swords, so I would expect that.
He saw me.
That's true.
Saw me scamper up, pull out a little thing of butter, wave my fingers.
A butter? Yeah, I probably said something like, "Yeah, shit's really bad over there." All right. I moved exactly the amount of space to get back to the bow, so I'm just going to lean the guitar up against the wall, grab the bow,
Alright.
and notch an arrow. I don't know if I could take a shot.
No, I don't think so. Grabbing the bow, loading it. No, I think you're done.
Yeah, I was gonna say. In addition, I think I'm down the hall far enough that I wouldn't get an angle. But I'll move back into the middle.
I'll move back into the middle.
Teal, it is your turn.
Alright. And now I guess burning hands and Mike's butt.
Do you wish to cast Burning Hands out in that direction?
Boiling oil bath. I love it. Grease isn't fun, boiling oil.
Yes, but Mike is still unconscious down there.
And we've got 2 skeletons here.
One is by Rude, and 2 are down by an unconscious, greased Mike.
Alright, and what they basically tried to pick him up?
They tried to pick him up. Because I want to throw him into a vat of chemicals.
Zombie Mike will be probably just about as intelligent as
I like the concept of Zombie Mike.
Mike Smash.
Yeah, but they are trying to get all the corpses stripped of flesh first.
Well, there is that technicality, yes. That's
Yeah, well, they're also kind of rushing it.
yes.
Yeah,
The deer seemed pretty.
The
Fully.
deer was fine. It was drained of fluid, but it still had flesh on it.
Oh.
You would be the first juicy thing that they put into the vat.
Ooh, bubble in the hits.
Maybe they're gonna bring it
Loaded
out.
Mike.
Are the skeletons within 30 feet?
Since you moved to be within 35 of Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a 5-foot step for you to be within 30 feet of them.
Okay. I will use my Hand of the Apprentice to fling the necro chisel. To try and hit one of them.
The necro chisel.
So you're basically you're doing the necro the mage hand.
Yep.
Well, it's
The Hand of the Apprentice.
The Hand of the Apprentice, which basically takes it, flings itself forward.
Yep. Make an attack roll.
If I remember right,
It's
it
so
uses my intelligence to hit.
And it bypasses the DR of skeletons versus
16.
hits. Roll damage.
Alright. It's only a D3.
It's a small thingy, but they take all of it.
1!
8 points.
Kink.
And it comes back.
And it does come back to your hand. Alright. My turn.
Uses a mage hand.
One will attempt to
I have
short
7 uses of that.
One will attempt to short sword Rude. It's a 15.
Just hit.
7 points of damage.
I do not like you.
I'm not here to be liked. The one that just got hit will once again pull forth his crossbow and load it. The other one is still trying to grab Mike. What is the save DC on your grease?
Grease is a first level spell. It is a 15.
I have gotten a hold of Mike and is now tugging the medium encumbered. Half of his stuff belongs to Lily, barbarian down the hallway.
So I'm like 300 pounds.
Yes, he's gonna end up with a boot.
He's still
my stuff on me.
He's still tugging at it.
No, my stuff.
Bad girl.
See, now you wish that I had grabbed that statue.
At this point, yes, for the mage hand, just look at something else. Just crush.
There is one still in front of you, Rude.
Die. Yes, twice.
Nice, roll damage.
Whoa, double sixes.
It goes,
14.
It goes
Crunch,
down in a
crunch.
heap.
All right, can I see from my arch across their arch him trying to drag the barbarian into the rope?
Yes, this is just wide open space. You see that there's a skeleton, sort of like doing that backward fireman crawl.
I will then proceed to move across the catwalks.
All right, now, so you start to move, but obviously you're not getting there just yet. Lily!
Thank you, the barbarian.
There, you see.
Wait, are you going to help them carry me in, or are you?
You're undead. You walk on your own.
So there is a skeleton that has got its crossbow primed and is ready to shoot it down the hallway. And Mike has been scooped up underneath the arms and is being dragged backwards into the dipping room.
I assume that there's no shooting into melee problem with shooting a guy who's dragging somebody.
Yes, sort of, kind of. There's still the chance if you don't want to hit Mike, you have to take that -4.
That's a really shitty -4.
The grease check is every round.
Okay, I'm moving 30 feet forward.
Alright, you are standing beside Teal.
That puts me within 30 feet of the crossbow.
Yes.
I take that shot with that
If you
point
were
blank
awake, you
bonus.
have plus on escape artist to get away from this skeleton.
Oh, good to know.
25 critical.
Definitely. And roll again to confirm.
11.
11 does not confirm, but roll that damage.
Okay, that is +1 because I'm within 30 feet for a total of 7.
7 is good. He is not dead.
Plink.
He's really hurt though. Between the getting chipped by the magic chisel of doom and being shot, he's definitely unhappy. Teal.
Alright, what do I have visible?
You have one guy at the end of the hallway. He is ready to shoot down the hall with his crossbow. He is within 30 feet of you and Lily. The other one has started to drag Mike back into the dipping room.
Which one's the one that we've injured multiple?
The one that has the crossbow is ready to shoot at you.
I will mage hand the necro chisel at him again.
Necro chisel.
Oh, Jesus. Too bad that wasn't a 20. It's gonna be a 24.
You hit it.
You hit him with the number of the
Roll
die.
damage.
1!
It's at 0. I will get one shot off before it actually crashes. So sure enough, it does not realize that it should not attack you because it's going to shoot. We'll shoot at you. I'm feeling, and I roll a natural 1.
It's because he's falling apart.
He's about to fall apart. The other guy is still trying
there's
to...
a pating and one of the arm bones that goes sailing by.
Alright, the other guy has maintained his hold on Mike and has dragged him fully onto the catwalks above the vats. His back is to you, Rude, and it is your turn.
I will saunter up and beat the pummel on him.
Go for it.
Well, that's not a good sign. But that is.
That is a good one.
Does not confirm.
Okay.
That will be 6.
6 points of damage. He stops moving.
Hi.
Alright. You are basically still unconscious on the catwalk
Over the dangerous chemicals.
over the dangerous chemicals that's still bubbling in the vats beneath.
I lay there.
Combat is currently over. Nothing is presently trying to
I
kill
killed it?
anybody. You killed it.
Oh, I was unexpecting.
Your fists are bludgeoning, yes?
Yes.
They're skeletons.
Okay, I was expecting to have to do about 14 points of damage to it.
No. You're fine. So is the little chisel of happiness, but everyone else has been taking some DRs. Alright, so the combat is over.
What? No, I will not answer that question. I do not want to.
Yes. When you do get to the barbarian,
I'm standing over him. I walk.
He's covered in a thick layer of axle grease.
You, folk. Guess not. I will add more to it. I will then teach you right. Rude was here with a Kilroy and one dick butt on him using the healing paste.
Go for it.
Actually, can I do one thing first?
Sure.
No. Moving on. You get 9.
I have 1.
Good morning, sunshine. You still suck. Roll to the side. It'll be funny.
Why am I covered in goo.
It'll evaporate in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Think of it as the penalty game. All right.
Yeah.
You got drunk. You passed out. You lost that bet.
These are the type of things that happen when you fall unconscious.
I've been there before.
They didn't play Paint the Barbarian or anything while you were unconscious.
As a note, I can dismiss it.
Yes, I know, but you're just letting it go.
It gives us this. You watch them slip and fall into the vat.
You put the wrong emphasis on that statement. It should have been, as a note, I can dismiss it.
If I was so inclined.
I think we all heard it that way, though.
Yeah.
It is possible, but not happening.
All right. But yes, currently nothing is trying to kill you.
All right.
However, when you guys do reconvene, some of you have some really big scars.
Let's see. I will find a tool of mine of some form or other. Let's see. Yes, the quarterstaff will work just fine for this. Or any of the other longer pushing. And I will proceed to use that and the bug catcher as 2 steering stools and just push the greased mic along the floor back to the rest of the party.
Fair enough.
Mike shuffleboard.
Yeah, he slides.
That's true.
And when I arrived with the 2 casters, I will proceed to say, "You appear to have lost this."
So you guys are going to reconvene. I'll say you're probably at the end of the hallway by the dipping room.
Just slide.
But yes, Lily took some damage, or just some damage.
Yeah.
Clearly, Mike
Passing
did.
her
I
up.
heard everybody during that fight.
Yes, you
except for
did.
you.
No, I managed to avoid damage.
Good for you.
Amongst all the crossbow bolts in the hallways, I'm assuming I can refill back up time.
Absolutely. And if anyone wants a short sword or a light crossbow, help yourselves.
Okay, hang on. Lily, it's not a lot. I rolled poorly, but it's 2.
Oh,
I healed 2 hit points.
2 hit points, thanks. That brings me up to 16. I've got 4 arrows left.
How many have you shot this combat?
That is including picking up half of the ones that don't hit people. For every combat we've been in.
Right.
So have you considered shifting to a crossbow?
I am completely open to learning a crossbow. As long as Mike holds my bow.
Hold your bow?
Yeah, because I like it. I'm attached to it. It's really nice.
It's considered a simple weapon, so you should be able to use it.
It's no problem. I'll just be switching from longbow to crossbow for the remainder of this adventure.
Yep. Have a lot of bolts.
Yep.
Yep.
You just lose the elven +1 to hit, right?
I'll carry 20 because the rest are heavy.
No, then elves don't get the bonus anymore. The elves just automatic operations.
All right.
Well, we won that fight.
Find the stats for the
First thing is,
Oh, this is what winning feels like. Okay.
I do have, as an emergency, 1 more Cure Light Wounds at my disposal.
I think the barbarian's at a hit point.
I have 1.
I believe it's an emergency time.
Well, quick, yeah. I used the healing potion. I used the other healing potion to get the barbarian back upright because I was unaware he was stabilized.
Yeah. Here comes Mike. 10 points.
How's that?
So Lily definitely encourages you to carry more stuff.
At this point, I will gather up some dead people bits
There are lots
and
of
the empty healer's kit.
There are lots of dead people bits.
Push them over to the central catwalk. And how do the levers work?
The levers are basically just to handle those little dipping platforms. They're not really levers; they're more cranks.
Okay, well, going to pile dead body bits and the bag.
Okay.
Any other loose, broken arrows or anything else in a pile, and then just kink and
Just drop it all into one of the vats.
Yep.
Fair enough.
I was going to think that if the chains and hooks and stuff can be moved, we should try tipping all the vats.
Well, the vats themselves are pretty darn large.
Yeah.
It's like trying to tip a full, hot tub.
Yeah, and which is why if there was a crane that could maybe do it, it was a
you
possibility.
basically would have to stretch the crane and basically use the opposite winch to tip each other over. But right now, I'm going to give it 1 to 10 minutes, then raise it up and see what I get.
All right. When everything comes up, it is coated in that stuff.
Mhm.
It is not animate.
One object they are. I will then get the healing. I will then fish out the healing kit out of it.
Okay.
The empty, now coated healing kit. Bring it back and go prize.
So you now have an empty healer's kit that is covered with goo.
Necromantic slime.
I'm not feeling that one.
It's a booby prize. You earned it.
And at the random 2-minute point after this combat is over, the ooze just kind of evaporates off of you in like a cloud of steam.
Yeah.
You. Yeah. You earned a booby prize this time.
Yeah.
Item participation.
Participation trophy. There you go.
All right. So, so you have the dipping room.
Would it be possible to use the cranks attached instead of to them to a different pot further over, and then pull it, tip it over, pull it over using the crank, the winch? And basically, instead of being attached, they winch the platform down, detach it from the platform, attach it to this one over here, and then crank it to basically cause it to tip over. A lot of extra pieces.
It is a lot of extra pieces, and I didn't actually figure if the chains would be long enough. My guess is no.
I guess it's no, and 2, I have drilled a natural 1 from engineering.
So yes, your knowledge engineering is pretty much on the...
I'm just wondering if we break the winches. That might be good enough for a little while.
Yes. No, then they can start throwing them in, but it'll take a while to stack enough dead guys to get them back to the top. Lower a ladder in.
Yeah, we can sabotage the winch.
Absolutely.
Does anyone have the stable device?
Nope.
Well, the mechanisms are all open, so if you
Like
want...
smash.
Seriously, if you just want to do Mike Smash or just throw something into the gears and such, it's easy enough. Most of the mechanisms are open.
Insert a crossbow, trim that crank.
Ooh, if you smash the chain in the right part, the hook, the winch, will fall into the vat. They'll have to go in to get it out. They'll never figure it out.
We disable the device in some unpractical ways.
Very, very well. You guys take some time and start smashing
Also,
gears
I will
and-
point to Lilia. I will point out to Lilia the skeleton that we officially knocked into the vats.
I would prefer that it had been a minion, but we're good.
Okay, I'm not sure it was all of a minion. Mostly parts of several of them, but
All right, where to now, boys and girls?
let's explore the rest of this floor. Probably would start with the room behind the dipping vat.
All right, so you come over here,
No, this.
over there, this one.
And then go downstairs, check the 2 wings. And
All right, so you try the door right beside the archway that leads into the dipping vat. It is locked.
Curses!
So you try the handle. It does not want to open.
Oh well, moving on.
Okay, yeah. I don't think any of us has the ability to open it.
It's disabled device still.
I can't use it untrained, so.
No, that's one of my upcoming skills I'll be taking, probably.
All right.
So,
Which way?
around to the other door, see if it gets us in. Is it also locked?
This door is also locked.
Custom. Now I'd like to go downstairs and check those 2 missing wings we didn't get last time.
So you want to go back downstairs?
Yes, but it's a brief check.
But there's a hallway and
Yes.
doors opposite.
But also, we're right above here, which leads to there and there.
Yeah.
Because there are stairs right here going down to those 2.
Okay.
No. These stairs lead up here.
Yes.
Right.
So if I'm up
But-
here, I can go down by those stairs.
Right. So you're coming down here, and you want to check out this and this.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And then come back upstairs.
Okay.
I don't expect it to be much of anything, but pop them, look through with the
All right.
mirror.
Popping them open, you see a row of cells around this circular hallway.
Okay, the cells contain.
The cells do in fact contain mostly dead animals. One of them, in fact, even has a owl bear that looks like they've literally like shoved it in there, and it has like no room whatsoever to move. Every animal that you see is dead. In fact, it kind of looks like they even took some effort to try to drag the owl bear out, It's got like one leg out the through the bars and such. It just kind of looks more silly than anything else.
I'm glad they failed, because that would have sucked a lot.
Yeah, I don't think I would be here with you guys if we ran into a skeletal owlbear.
There is, however, at the very, very end of that little hallway, there is a door which would lead into the Sturge pen.
Don't open that door.
Okay. It is another one of these half doors that you can, of course, look into.
Tink, tink, tink.
Seal that one up nice and sound. All right. But yes, there is an assortment of dead animals. Most of them are from forested areas, as far from what you can tell. Bears, wolves, a badger. Again, the owl bear was just sort of an exotic find on their part. But
unfortunately for them, I think they lost more skeletal zombies than it took to get it.
But yes, but it definitely looks like as they sort of like shoved a dead owl bear or a half-dead owl bear into the cell, and it just sort of got wedged there.
I'm going to leave it wedged, because if they can get that out, they'd use it.
It would be bad. However, if you want to claim trophies, there's nothing stopping you from taking a claw.
Did you beat it?
Yeah, he didn't actually earn that trophy. It's worthless to him.
he earned the soggy bag.
No, yes, you have the soggy bag.
The soggy doctor's bag, you earned that. Not make you another one.
Yeah.
All right, let's do the other door.
All right, the other door, when you open this one up,
and carefully look here with the mirrors.
All right, you see it is mostly wide open, except that there seems to be a path leading through a large number of egg clusters. Egg clusters.
Sturge eggs.
Could be.
Now
There's
is
a
the time
very
for
delicate
fire.
path that sort of leads through all of them. But
Leroy!
do you wish to Leroy Jenkins right now, there, sir?
Close.
No, we've seen this movie too. If you get close, the eggs open up and a thing humps your face.
Yes, I'm not going to have them come out and try to hug your face, but
I could burning hands the first 15 feet of them.
that's true.
Yeah, well, we see that movie too, but no, I'm just to say we'll come back with a lot of oil.
But yes,
I have
this
4
definitely
flasks
does
of
affect
oil.
One more time.
It is a very large
Hopefully they leave.
nursery for sturges.
We think.
Well, that's what the eggs are.
They are sturge eggs. Ooh, well, moving on.
This one seems pretty
But
clear.
yes, that is the whole main level.
Okay, confirmedly useless. Moving up. Back upstairs.
So you go back upstairs.
Okay.
All right. So again, you've got the living room, this room that is presently locked off. Several doors, several hallways.
Once we prove there's no one else here, we'll probably just break a door, but... Are they still stone doors?
They are still stone doors.
It's going to take some doing.
It will.
Like Smash?
Not yet. No, what else we got? It's like there was no door here?
No.
No, let's start that door on the outside.
This door here?
Yep.
Fair enough. That door there.
Pick a door, any door.
Okay. First off, perception checks.
Natural 20.
Natural 20 is good.
So that makes 25.
26.
All right.
6.
All right. Those of you
15.
who
Take your head out of the bag.
those of you who made a successful perception check realize that there was a bit of an odor coming from the other side of this door.
Sorry, that was me.
It smells kind of sulfur, a little bit of phosphorus. It smells chemical-like.
Open it carefully.
Opening it very carefully.
Knowledge, engineering, or engineering, perhaps, to determine what it might be.
Go for it.
To me.
There is
14.
no knowledge alchemy.
There's craft alchemy.
Right, which I do not have.
No, I don't have it either. I rolled a 14 on knowledge.
No. I mean, you know what sulfur and phosphorus are, but
Bernie.
other than
Bad
that,
They have not been spectacularly trapping their stuff, so.
no. So as you come in, you see a fairly good-sized room. The inside wall or arc is a line of shelves with various beakers and such. The outside circular wall is a huge shelving unit with a variety of alchemical ingredients, some of which move in response to you opening up the door. You also realize that this is the second plume of smoke that you saw when you approached this place.
All right.
There is a thin wisp of green smoke coming from something cooking on the lab. But it is a very, very large alchemist lab, fully stocked.
Is there anyone else?
Even
in
a
this
large
room?
number of things that you're not even familiar with.
I do like that you look at it in the jar of eyes just trying to face you.
Yeah, it's sort of a jar of eyes. There seems to be a jar that contains, well, flame, and that seems to sort of like almost react to you walking in. There is an assortment of oozes and slimes. Also, some of them are still like moving and clawing at the glass. There is a jar or two that have insects in them that are just flying and buzzing about. Lots of powders, lots of liquids.
How big is the jar of flame?
Jar of flame is a fairly good-sized jar.
I don't speak English.
Might just be an animated flame, not be an elemental.
Yep.
Look,
I was
guys,
thinking
magical
if it
shit.
Yeah, I was thinking if it was like pickle jar size, then it might be something fun to throw. But
yeah.
but
no. The permanent light source dangled that. You have a permanent.
There you
You have a flame that looks at people sitting on the top of your helmet, dude. Tell me
That's
how
true,
awesome that not is.
yeah, but he gestured that it was a jar that probably about a square foot,
Yeah,
not
it's,
as portable.
yep, it
It's
is.
a 5-gallon bucket of fire.
Yeah.
Not a.
But again, the fire does not seem to have an actual fuel source. It's still burning, and it does seem to react to you opening up the door.
All right. Nothing loose in the room reacts to me opening it.
Nothing loose in the room reacts, but there's a good number of things that do react, but they're all in a jar.
Nothing in cages though.
Nothing in cages.
I'd
Everything's
probably go up to a jar of some sort of ooze and tap on the glass.
all right. It reacts.
Ooh.
Quick aside.
Unless
In the first Dungeons and Dragons game that I ever DM'd, I gave the party a vial of black liquid as a encounter reward. And one of
They drank it
my
eventually.
one of my players dared one of the other players to drink it. It was a baby black ooze.
Nice.
Yeah. In another campaign, one of our characters has a piece of black ooze, which we coax in and out of a vial we can store it in. It's attracted to cheese, so just don't ask us why the cheese is. But we basically pour it out and it dissolves locks we can't pick.
So Lily's
And I
definitely
got that-
interested in plucking something valuable from this bookcase, but she'll wait till we've explored the more important stuff in this room.
Yeah, that is definitely a we're done. Now, looking at the thing that's cooking currently,
Yes.
does it appear to be boiled mostly down? Is it a full pot of fresh stuff? Is it like is it dried contents under a seared burner?
No, it is still cooking. It is not burned all the way down. It is a very thick green substance which is doing a slow bubble. So it's kind of got the consistency of like chili, but it's sort of a lime green in color, and it stinks.
Is it similar to the stuff in the vats?
Would one of the casters please give me detect magic and then lie to me a lot?
Sure, I'll do a detect magic. Also, is there like a recipe book hanging about?
Whoa. Detect magic.
Well, the
is
detect
going
magic
off.
is just a
Is
spell.
an automatic. The recipe book, quote unquote, looks to be like a whole lot of trial and error scrap sheets.
Okay.
It's written in more of a symbol than a language. It's more like pictographs, but they seem to be matching a lot of the labels and such on the jars of storage. And it does seem to be something along the lines of like a whole lot of trial and error.
Okay.
A lot of them have been scratched off. A few of them have been circled. That kind of thing.
So we're going to have to basically record all of what the symbols mean before we can translate the book.
Detecting magic, however, you detect magic from the lab. From the lab equipment itself. You are picking up 4 things that are magical. One is a spoon. 3 of them are potions in bottles. And from the bunch of storage jars, you are picking up magic from a few odds and ends, like a powder is magical, or the fire is magical, that kind of a thing. So yes, you are definitely picking up magic from inside this room.
Do you wish to futz with any of it? But the current boiling thing is not magical.
The boiling thing is not magical.
All right. So the book itself is going to take some time to translate because it's not in any actual real language.
No, it's like you said. It's like the person simply is invented his own shorthand.
I'm going to take the book and store it for now, just because it's screwing with them.
Do you want Mike to carry it?
No,
okay.
I'm perfect. I will look at the 3 potion bottles and see if I can try to figure out what they're.
All right. I believe a knowledge arcana is your identifying magic stuff.
Potion number 1 is a 14. Potion number 2 is also 14. Potion number 3 is a 28.
Nice. All right. The third one is a hide from undead spell. The first two you have no idea.
Okay.
I'll take a look. I know everything about all things.
Go right ahead.
So I'll take the potions and give a confident sniff.
While she's looking at the 2 potions I couldn't identify, I will look at the spoon.
And then we'll walk along the wall of stuff.
Both 22s, motherfuckers.
Now the spoon, and now we'll go on the wall. What about this one?
All right. First off, the 2 potions that Lily was able to identify. One is an oil of bless, sorry, it is an oil of bless. Sorry, and the other one is magic weapon.
Well, these are both useless to me, so I'll hand them both to Mike.
All right. The spoon
has not been rolled for yet.
Yeah, I thought you made the roll on the spoon there, Phil.
No, oh, I'm sorry. I just did the potions. No, I can make the spoon.
Oh, yeah, that's what you got.
I'll do the spoon. That's an 11,
yeah, I rolled a 2
unfortunately.
last one.
It's a soup spoon. I got an 11.
No. It's a magical spoon. You don't know what it does.
So what are the other magical things about on the other wall?
The other things are mostly components. They've either been enchanted, blessed, they are either celestial or fiendish.
But they are not in themselves directly applicable.
Correct.
And this campaign does, and your system doesn't use spell components as kickers. So.
Right. So it would be along the lines of like if you found a bit of fiendish sand, it still counts as
magic.
Magic.
Is there any magic powder or sand?
Yes.
Good. I will take it. Because if nothing else, powder on the hands, punch somebody.
Fair enough. You take some sand from a different location that is somehow grading, allowing it to be magical.
Extra one bag extra planar sand.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. We are 5 minutes to 10, so I'm certainly not going to lop an attack at you this time. But
quick run through the dungeon.
Quick run through the dungeon. However, we can sort of set the stage for next time. What is
The far door opens, and we pause.
So yes, you can open up the far door, and sure enough, you can pause. And we will pick this thing up next week.
Alrighty, awesome.
All right. Same bad time, same bad channel.
Okay.
And again, we'll try to get some information from James, find out what's going on.
Yeah, find out what's going on with James so that we can figure out what's going on after this.
Alright. Hey, if push comes to shove and we can get Eric to agree, we can do a roll master.
I'll do it. So I went to Boy Scout info night. Boy Scouts is on Wednesdays.
Okay.
So I don't know the first day that it is, but I don't know if that means that whether or not we can shift days or.
Are you taking the Sun too? Are you leadership?
I'm not leadership, but at least not yet. It was just the first info night. I'm sure they'll try and grab every parent that they can.
Oh yes.
But it sounds like the policy is that parents need to stay and
all right.
Yeah. So speaking from experience,
attend to their kid.
Speaking from experience, Cub Scouts is why we had to stop Wednesdays before. Because it just determined that I was thinking everything would be fine, and it was definitely not. It took up a lot more time, and it's just better for the dad to be with their kids. So this is probably going to be part of our discussion when we figure out if James is coming back.
All right.
So I'll figure out depending on when the first kind of den meetings are, my wife can take all 3 kids. But
all right. Yeah, we'll do a little email conversation and find out what we can do. If we do need to move it to another night, we'll have that discussion as well. But we'll see what we got. All right.
And if moving the night doesn't work, and I have to drop out, then it is what it is.
All right.
So.
Well, thanks again, man.
Yep. Thanks, guys. I will see you next week.
So, question for you, Phil.
Yeah.
How did Twitch work for you?
Definitely better. There's less interference. I still occasionally hear it, but it's only occasionally. I think the quality was fine. The volume's a little lower than usual, but I can adjust that.
Okay, here's my next question for you. Is by the way, there is if you highlight a person in Twitch in the conversation, there is a volume slider underneath that person picture. I think it defaults to max, but
okay.
They have recently added video to Twitch, so I could start sending video to you. It would be of the room or a person.
Kind of perched up on the counter, looking down at all of us.
Yeah, if you want to set it up there.
But if you wanted, I can start sending video to you.
So it defaulted to 50%, so I can definitely easily boost your volume. And for that matter, yes, I would be interested in video. I would definitely pipe that to the stream so people could see something else. Maybe even just like the table would be fine. And I think they'd like that.
Except if you can perch it up there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, even if it's just a person's face.
Well, we'll give it a try next week.
Alrighty, sounds good. All right, guys, take care.
Take it easy.
Catch you later.
Awesome.
Okay, well, that'll do it for tonight, guys. It is almost 10 o'clock already, and I think we had a pretty eventful evening. We got a lot done. We almost died. Mike dropped below 0. And we were able to show off the new Doctrzombie Discord. So anyone who is involved in the chat tonight is already a member and is aware of it. And if you're not, I can go ahead and post it one more time in the chat. Please go ahead and join that. There is a top secret bonus reward for people who join the Doctrzombie Discord tonight. It is in the new YouTube videos channel, text channel. So yes, you'll get a sneak peek at something very special, very meme-tastic. And anyone who watches this video, because they don't score a lot, they're not super popular, but anyone who watches will also be made aware before it goes live that the next episode of 2B2T Advanced Minecraft on the World's Worst Server is already up on YouTube in a private link. So yeah, definitely check that out. We are going to be making the Discord channel great again, by which I mean to say we're going to make it okay. And since it's new, it's never been okay before. I think that's about everything. And I definitely need to head off to bed and also to the bathroom. So I'm ready to go. I'd like to thank you guys for coming. I always love having you guys around for, well, for everything. And I look forward to doing some cool stuff in the future. So don't worry too much about our little side table talk about whether or not our friend James is going to be back or not. It's a matter of, regardless of what I choose to do, I will try to share it with you in the best possible way. And these live streams, although extremely popular with a very small amount of people, are only popular with a very small amount of people. So I will, I'll continue to try to provide content that everybody enjoys. And if not everybody enjoys it, then I'll just try to make sure that it's good content so that those who do enjoy it to the best. I think we've made some great progress here. But the way things are in the real world and in my real life, you know, if I continue to do this, then I'll continue to share it. If I do something else, I'll try to share that as well. I think I said that twice, so I definitely meant it. Can't you take 20 on knowledge checks? I believe that you can. However, it takes a lot of time. Basically, I'd have to spend all day doing it. I'd have to be at a library or have some way of doing research in order to get that 20. I could take a 10, and with Lily's bonus of +4, that would be a 14, which is not quite enough for the DC that we're looking for. So it's an option, but rolling it's just more reasonable. And I was able to score 2 18s in a row there on the potions. Unfortunately, I don't know what a spoon does. It's probably something minor. It's not going to be a major magic item, even though the campaign is intended to end soon. Okay, I think that pretty much wraps everything up, guys. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.